You gonna?
I'm gonna point to. Unless she needs me to come back. Unless she needs me to come back.
Well, of course. Your husbandly duties are duties.
Yeah. We're back. The cat has been quelled for now. The demon, cat demon, seems sated. Now that we have sated her.
Okay. Act 2. See, this is the situation where you would want to have a super spin dash. Triple spin dash. But you don't have it.
They hadn't invented it yet. They didn't know. They didn't think to do that yet.
Also, look at this frame rate.
Oh, you know the hidden palm tree boxes.
Yeah, boy. But you got to be really careful here, though, because if you fall off, you die. And I mean, even with the power-ups, if you fall on these particular spikes, you'll get hit once and then get hit again, and you die.
Oh, cool.
There's no invincibility frames in that specific part of the game.
Very strange.
Yeah. Much better tiki work in the in Sonic Mania. Okay, let's see if I can jump over these spikes.
Oops.
Nope, and there's nothing even over there.
Well,
Boy, that was good.
live and learn and then get impaled.
And then get loves.
Whoops.
Then do it again.
The spike design is very simplified in this too. It's
Yeah, just 3.
3 spikes.
3 big boys. See?
Whoops. Yeah, it's just Death Pit.
Yep. It's nothing even there.
Green Hell Zone, more like.
Boy, the frame rate is not great on this game. I have to say.
They didn't invent a great frame rate yet.
It's true. Sonic 1 has some serious frame rate issues. Yeah, man, we just started. Not really. I mean, kind of.
Well,
We just started getting back into it.
we're trying to stay however consistent we can be.
Yeah.
I streamed Terraria last week, and I probably will again next week because I'm in between jobs at the moment. I don't start my new job until the 4th, and then I'll probably be even more or less consistent. But we're also busy doing podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something else we're doing.
Yep. And, starting an arcade business, whatever.
Pretty huge. It's the thing. The other same old.
Retro Reset
Dudes
is going to
do-
be an empire. It's more than just a podcast or
We're gonna have an army.
a streaming site. It's everything.
We're gonna have a government.
We're going to have
The Retro Reset-ism.
prisons.
We're gonna have banks and
Mm-hmm.
luxury hotels. Buy retro coin.
She just got like reflexes. I could eat a chocolate
Who
and
put
still be
those
good.
spiky bitches there?
Robotnik, I assume.
Oh, he's like, I'm gonna install these circular. Well, they look like vacuum brushes, but with spikes instead of brushes.
Yeah, the design of Robotnik's stuff is pretty schizophrenic, right? Because you basically have a man who's going to normal environments, setting up factories and stuff, but all the traps he leaves are half skate park fun time things for Sonic, specifically, nobody else could use them, or dangerous weapons specifically for Sonic.
How very strange.
So he just can't decide. Does he want to make it fun? I almost forgot how to beat this guy.
How come there's a checkerboard on that one, but not on the stream?
Oh, it's probably the refresh rate. These games are not always great on emulator.
Yes.
Hmm.
It will be. It's just sauce now, isn't it? Or is it AS or something?
Most of the time I go by sauce,
Yeah. And weren't you that, what was it?
That nest leper.
That nest leper. SLP. Remember that guy.
I remember that guy.
You grew up to a Nintendo person that I always hope you would be.
Got over that leprosy.
I still remember your Dragon Quest VIII thing. Yeah, you got to, because like once you get it once, it follows you around. I hate that. People are rude.
It can fall off of you at points, though.
Well, it's true. But you gotta tie a string to it so it follows you around.
Oh, Lord in heaven.
Gotta hydrate.
Woo! Water.
That's the cat's cue. You've disturbed the beast.
Okay. It's not the time. You're really making this hard for me.
Yeah, I know. I've started a lot that I probably... Well, I hope to finish someday. Like
You know what
Earthbound,
Will
I
Smith-
started.
What Will Smith says, don't start nothing. Won't be nothing.
True that. Like, I also started the Halloween hack. I never finished. I need to do that. That's pretty good. That's a good game. That's a good game.
It'd be a fun Halloween stream.
Yeah. Very hard. I remember that game being very difficult. Whoops.
Maybe we could do a series on game hacks.
Yeah.
Or a...
Call it hacking it with ASOS.
No, I mean on Retro Reset. We do like a history of hacks.
A hackstory, if you will.
Hack history. Greatest hacks.
Greatest hack source.
Oh my god, dude.
We get a
God,
little
get
bit of
away
audio.
from the microphone, you jackass.
She's so cute, though. You can't get mad at this. I'm not petting you because you're a bear trap. Come here. Come here. Say goodbye, Scully. Goodbye, Scully.
You lost us so many.
I'm
Never mind. We got a new follower. Super Shadowy 2010. Super Shadowy 2010. Let me
I'm
ask
telling
you.
you.
Are you a Shadow fan?
Was it the cat? Was it the cat you
I
just
bet it was the
swallowed?
cat. If it was the cat, I'll
Yeah.
eat my words and we should put the cat back on. And I'll just get a microphone boom so that we don't have to do that anymore. We won't have to worry about the vibration of the table.
Oh, I'll provide that. Don't you worry.
I know.
We're also on
TikTok.
TikTok. We're not
Yeah.
right now, but we have a Tiki Tac.
We do have a Tiki Tac. Oh, we were going to do that, but you know what? I'm fine.
We're okay with it. Because we're just going over some old stuff for new footage.
Yeah. TikTok already got this
And we're getting
section of
like
the video. TikTok actually saves your VODs. It's
Oh,
nice.
cool.
For a little while.
Oh,
Wow, that was-
you just got spring, boy. Woo, what a save. If only you had that spin dash. Spin dash, come on. But you can't. Yeah, I know we should get a cat cam, but she doesn't stay in one place for too long.
Kid Cam. This is the worst level maybe in Sonic history.
It's not great, is it? It's pretty slow. It's too slow. Although I like the lava going back and forth. That's pretty cool. It's like ebbing and flowing in the foreground.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Like,
It's interesting. The effect they put on it is kind of fun. There is something down here, and I'm going to go get it.
are you?
But we'll have to go all the way back, and it's really annoying.
Oh, I guess.
But you get the extra life.
I watched you do this on stream.
You did?
Yeah, and you died several times.
Oh, I did. It was the worst, man.
This was the fact that it makes you go all the way back. That's a little dickish. I don't
man.
think they figured out like the quick exit thing yet. I guess.
See, this is what I do.
You second guessed
I
yourself.
second guessed myself, and I'm like, wait.
Will the other one ever move?
No.
Then
It goes away. It goes away.
Then why don't you second guess yourself?
Well, because I didn't know. I didn't test it last time, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if this will go back with me. You know, I'll get 2 tries. So I was thinking I could just get them both going, and, you know.
Touche.
Woo! Woo! Wow! Ah! Fuck, oh.
Dude, you're getting like
Getting
teabagged
creamed.
by fireballs, dude.
Oh. Lord knows that shoot fireballs.
Nothing but fireballs. You're screwed. So, what are you streaming nowadays? That, sorry, that Nintendo person. I almost said your own name. That Miss Leper.
That Nest Leopard. The San Francisco treat.
Now I want rice.
That Nest Leopard. Seriously, though.
Can you can run in lava, can't you?
Yeah. Who wants to do that, though? I just forgot.
It's fine. Because you have to be extra careful with this game. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I just used my powers to jump on that guy, and instead of dying, he flew in 3 different directions. That's kind of fun.
What's this place called?
Marble
Marble.
Zone.
Marbula 1.
Timeline playthrough of the Zelda series.
Nice.
I like
We're kind of doing the same thing with Sonic.
that. Mm-hmm.
In a way of speaking, I guess.
But instead of there's no Sonic timeline.
Oh yeah, I got you. I get what you're saying. Timeline.
The sacred time.
Like the Zelda Encyclopedia timeline type timeline,
Fudge.
I guess.
Fudge monkey. We really do need to cuss less on the podcast.
Someday.
Yeah.
I got you. That's cool. I have to go check that out sometime. When do you usually stream? I'll be streaming next week with Terraria if you're into that sort of thing. Maybe some retail simulator, King of Retail.
Dude.
'Cause I'm into weird games like that.
Gas station simulator.
Gas station simulator. Dude.
Looks so good.
Maybe some Parkitect. I'm
Like
into
that.
city builder sim stuff. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Okay, I'll keep an eye out on my personal Twitch thing is
Mr. B Natural.
Mr. B Natural, and if you get that reference, you get a cookie.
I don't get the reference.
And you wouldn't. The
What?
shirt. I'll give you a hint. It's on my shirt where it's from. Mr. Science Theater. It's from an episode.
I haven't seen a
I
ton.
thought it was the funniest shit ever. From Mr. B's Lost Shorts. In the episode.
Nice. I played Sonic Generations today, a 3D game.
Ooh, yeah.
And I played it using the 2D gamepad because I have lost the dongle to my Xbox controller. Gotta say, plays pretty well with a D-pad. Surprisingly. You wouldn't expect that with a 3D game, but it does.
Does he like jump higher in this game? It's about the same.
Higher than what?
Like than the other games?
I don't think so.
About the same.
Yeah, I don't think so. But he does jump higher than he does in Sonic Generations. Sonic Generations, the nump is pretty nerfed. The nump. All the boost games, the jump is pretty nerfed.
Yeah.
Which is not my favorite part about them.
Who's Alan? I just know ASOS. From
Sweet Victory LP.
that's Sweet Victory 117 YouTube.com. Go watch my Body Harps playthrough. It's awful.
It's not awful, though.
The audio is terrible.
Eh.
But it's what I had to work with at the time. So.
Yeah, and people watched it.
Ugh, those are some cheap dick ass spikes. Look
Fuck
at that.
me.
That thing is there just waiting to fuck you.
It was.
He's like, I'm here to screw you. You're not going to see me coming, but Dr. Robotnik put this.
Dr. Robotnik put this here.
Surprise colonoscopy waiting for you right here.
Right up your main alley.
I don't like these lava block situations. It ruins the flow.
It's terrible.
This is a design choice that wasn't a good one, which I guess they didn't mimic this. So they learned from their mistakes. So, hey.
It's true.
Yeah, I went... I don't know how many microphones I went through, but I went through 3 laptops.
I've had the same microphone since...
Oh, yeah, the Blue Yetis are great.
Yeah, man, this thing is stuck with...
Oh, shit. Was that supposed to happen?
No, I got... Oh, it was. Hey, I found a secret by dying. And we all know what that means.
Sent you all the way back. You gotta go back now. Are you going backwards?
I hope not. Yes. Oh, shoot me. But that means I know of a new secret, though.
True.
And
Can
it's
you go back through it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just went through the inverse. Okay.
So...
That skips one of those lava sections, so hey, that's worth it.
Appreciated.
Retro Reset, guys. We're doing no walkthroughs. We found this out on our own today.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm also using a Blue Yeti, and I do enjoy it thoroughly. We're experimenting with webcams. This is new. The camera's new.
Yeah, we were like very opposed to face cam back in the day.
I still don't like the idea. So I probably won't do it.
Not even on
I might
stream?
use it for my other channel someday. So I'll be repairing consoles and doing repros eventually. Hey Blake. What's up, Wobotron? How's it going? Welcome to Sonic Pain playthrough. Yeah, we actually we're gonna be doing something a little bit different with the cameras too. Something I haven't seen done before. You maybe have not seen done before. We'll reveal that in time when we have it figured out completely. We're still workshopping it.
We're still workshopping the
It's
idea.
still being kicked around the old office space. We're trying to check our budgets and
Circle the wagons.
dot our I's and
Cross our T's.
and, ensure the coffee makers are stocked
With
coffee.
fantastic Colombian gold.
Colombian gold. Dark
Colombian
roast.
black gold.
That dark roast.
That cream.
That sugar.
Warm it up.
Aerated.
Pure vanilla.
That top coat. Pure vanilla.
That
That
cream.
That's a tip. You know what's strange? I started going through my... Because, like, for some reason, I grew up in the era of Napster. And I'm sure everyone else on here has.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I burned them all on CDs a long time ago. And I still have them. And I added them to my my iTunes library. But I was just going
My
through
iTunes library.
my iTunes library.
No!
Oh, I got some weird stuff on there. Some weird stuff. Some strange remixes of like Zelda and Mario and. I'll have to. I think
I had so many OC Remix CDs.
it wasn't even OC remix. This was like some 13-year-old made it. Like somebody somebody took the song oh gosh, Sanitarium by Metallica and put StarCraft noises over it. It's literally Sanitarium with StarCraft noises over it.
I had a couple of like...
Some 12-year-old boy was like, "This is the coolest." Back in 1990 something.
I had like videos of... I had like AMVs that I downloaded the audio of because I was like, I like the song. And I like the part where they say the Dragon Ball lines in it. It's my favorite version of Kryptonite by Three Doors Down.
And then I got a virus. You know,
As we all did.
That's how Napster always ended, right? Virus. And you got a virus. But yeah, I have like weird. I might play some of them during the podcast at some point. I doubt any of them. Some of them won't be copyrighted because they're just garbage. One of them is a song made of. You ever played The Sims? The Sims?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So somebody took the sounds that the Sims make in Simlish and Sims 1
Yeah.
and made a song out of it.
Oh, that's fun.
It is it's a treat.
I had some Tobuscus songs downloaded.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the dramatic song.
Nugget Biscuit.
The song sounds dramatic, but I'm bad at writing words. If you don't speak English, it probably sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
When we get to some of the 3D Sonics, for example, like Sonic R,
Oops.
I will be able to sing every song on the soundtrack because I know all the lyrics.
Oh.
That's right. I'm a pretty awesome guy, you know. I'm a pretty cool dude. My mom tells me I'm cool.
Then I have a Pikachu remix, just Pikachu. And then I put like some like, because like back in the 1990s, that was the era of bass. Everyone's like, oh yeah, systems, dude. You just gotta have a lot of bass. It doesn't have to sound good. It just has to be really bassy.
Yeah.
It was during that era, and there was some weird stuff.
Yeah.
Weird stuff. Watch out for the teabagging fireballs. I keep hearing more coins behind us.
Yeah, we need to turn that down.
Because there's Sonic 3's playing in the background. Is this the... Yeah. We like to have... So, like, you know, some people could do, like, interactive backgrounds. We just have a TV playing Sonic 3 back there. Oh, no! I have exploded, but it's okay. It still flies.
I've exploded.
Oh no, it's exploded. I freed all the squirrels and whatever the seals? What?
So yeah, Sonic R. I know the whole soundtrack.
Oh yeah?
I know all the lyrics.
Supersonic racing.
Try to keep your feet right on the ground
That's
when
all.
you're supersonic racing. There's no time to look around. We're just supersonic racing, running to the point of no return. We're just supersonic racing. Come on, let the fire burn. Let's go. Don't you know? We've really got to go to a place where you can feel my heart just race. That's a little later in the song. Go ahead.
We actually recorded a retro reset today.
Yeah.
About the NES or the Nintendo Direct. Anybody have any input on that? We'll talk
Blake,
about
did you
that.
see me at the last podcast show last night?
Huh?
Yeah, we were there. That was me.
That's the last one. There's no more.
Last podcast on the left.
Yeah.
Last podcast on the left.
I've heard of them.
They're great. They're real sweary boys, which I like. That's so funny. Yes, I was there. I was there with Sam, and we had a great time. And I closed my eyes during the parts where they showed that guy with the clamp on his nipple.
Oh.
They did like shock videos at the end.
Okay.
And then, but in between, they showed like fun, like nice videos that were of elephants tripping and having fun.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about Kirby, dude. Pumped. Bayonetta, Bayonetta's pretty good. I'm not a huge Bayonetta fan, but I'm glad that they're actually moving with it. It seems like it's been in the air for a while. Ooh, that's a weird jump. You have to like bounce and then go back the other direction. It's very interesting. It just seems like there's a lot more hazards in one.
Oh, for sure.
It's just like you gotta watch your step in this game. It's much more traditional platformer.
Yes, and doesn't work very well with
Well, at least they
what
figured it
Sonic
out.
is. Yeah, they worked on it. We just did a little skip there. Just a little level skip.
Oh, no, I did. Oh. Get the chow, same round.
Ah. Somebody came up to me at the last podcast show last night, and I knew this would happen, and I was waiting for it to happen, but I thought it would happen more, and I'm a little upset that it didn't. Somebody mistook me for one of the hosts, or didn't mistake me. They were like, how many people have taken you for the host? Because one of the hosts is like 6'7", and ginger, and bearded. and he looks a lot like me.
Oh.
Or I look like a lot like him. Either way.
Yeah.
The point is, I expected more people to see it. I thought maybe we would have like a fun moment where he saw me, like the spotlight comes down, and I'm like, brother, you know, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I was kind of hoping I could manifest that into my life, but it didn't happen. But you know what? I have other things. I have other things going on. You know, I've got lots of quid pro quos and what have yous. Quid pro quo is not the right word. Whatever. I have things.
Squid pro ro.
Yeah, I was surprised they remade ActRaiser as well.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, but that's pretty exciting. Is it already out? It's out, right?
Yeah, it came out a couple days ago.
Oh yeah. See you later. I'm gonna play that.
All right, see ya.
See ya. See you later, guys.
Goodbye. Kyle's playing ActRaiser now, right over there in the corner.
Yes, this is where I keep the Switch. It's in the arcade cabinet, actually.
Hilarious.
Came out of an arcade. You guys didn't know that.
Good old ActRaiser arcade. Did they have the city building mechanic in the arcade?
Yes, they do. Oh, that's intense. I lost.
Wow, man. Difficult game.
Oh, damn it. Lost again. The city building in ActRaiser is pretty... I don't want to say unintuitive, but you're not really that involved in it. Just FYI.
Huh.
You kind of like set where you want them to... You're like, hey, build here. And then like, they kind of just do it on their own.
Interesting.
And then like, they'll stop because like, oh no, they're being attacked.
That sounds like it'd be good for a mobile game.
And then like, you have to use your Cupid dude to shoot away the demons. And then, okay, that was weird.
What was?
We got stuck in the spring.
See
Whoa.
that? See that?
You have to do that? They plan that? They make you do that? You don't have a choice?
No, you
okay.
you can jump up on it normal. I would just
okay.
I'm just
I was
epic.
like, they just like make you do these epic gamer moves?
No, but you're cooler if you do, like me.
You should do all the mainline Sonic games there, Alina. What a name, Alina Wispangle's Shipper. It's quite the name.
Whipsangle?
Whipsangle?
Whipsangle.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Sonic. The mainline Sonic games are a good choice. It keeps you from getting bogged down in the sequels and remakes and all that. Well, that's not happening, clearly.
No. But you have to occasionally use your powers to... Should I look that up? Is that a trick? Is that a trap? Oh, it's a Sonic ship. Okay.
Oh, you mean... Okay, Whipsangle. Let me guess who that is. Don't say it. Wispangle. Whisper. The whispers from the comics.
Right.
And Angle... Don't tell me! I just said don't tell me. It's Whisper and Tangle, who are two of the new characters that Tyson has created for the IDW comics. And I think they have their own miniseries or regular series. I can't remember. My comic guy hasn't been keeping them for me because I had him stop giving me the floppies because I don't like getting them every month for some reason. It's hard to keep track of comics when they're all like individual. I like to have a collection, you know, like a hardback or a softback. Just easier to keep track of.
Like the Kirby manga that I bought, it's in a collection. It's just a lot easier to have it all there.
Exactly.
Plus, the original ones are all in Japanese, so that makes it a little bit difficult to read. I just like in the first manga, in the first chapter, he gets drunk at a picnic. But in the manga, he doesn't get drunk. He gets loopy.
Which is basically Japanese for drunk. Or dub for drunk.
Yeah.
It's like when friggin' Master Roshi had juice instead of beer. They edited that out. It's kind of fun.
Do you think... Okay, you know how in Majora's Mask he goes to a milk bar? Do you think there's it was censored out with actual alcohol? like Japan, there exists an uncensored version of Majora's Mask where the kid actually drinks.
Well, here's the thing. I think it actually is supposed to be alcoholic.
Alcoholic milk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because no, they drink to try to forget the fact that the world's gonna end.
yeah, no, the what's her face? Malin, not Malin, but she's the redheaded lady with the little sister who is Malin. There's a part where it's like she gives her little sister the milk to make her forget.
Yeah, it seems like I banned that guy before or something similar to that. Just ignore it. I don't have the mouse. Oh, there's a guy that's spamming for followers.
Oh yeah, we need to
Click on my 100% legit links to get followers.
Click on my stuff.
Yeah,
Why can't you click on my stuff, guys?
It's crazy how you could sit in one of the endings. You could just sit with a married couple or like get married, and then you get to sit and then they just die together.
Yeah,
weird.
that game has like a lot of. I think what I love about it so much is the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's so great.
The
It's dramatic. It's dark.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's like it's a whole like different experience. It's just such a unique thing. I wouldn't necessarily call it like the most like technically fun Zelda game,
Yeah.
but it's great. You know?
I'm still waiting on I'm waiting on the Twitch spammers to get on Twitch and be like, we're trying to get a hold of you, but your car's extended warranty expiring. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, you love Majora's Mask. It's good. Honestly, would you suggest somebody who's never played Zelda before to play Ocarina of Time first?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, technically it's not a sequel, but it is.
I would say yes, simply for the.
Just the juxtaposition and atmosphere.
I think for getting first of all for the juxtaposition, because if you play Ocarina of Time first and then you play Majora's Mask, it'll be a surprise how like different the tone is. Yeah. It'll just feel very jarring, which is part of it. Like that whole game puts you off kilter and off balance and sort of makes you feel uncomfortable, which is again something I love about it. But also so you can get used to the controls because it is an older game.
Yeah.
And Majora's Mask like doesn't have that going for it, you know. It's not exactly like a smooth control experience all across the board.
Yeah, see, I was thinking about the same thing. Yeah, I don't believe in bringing up politics in the stream either. That's silly. I'm never going to do that. The same reason why I want to just give up Facebook. You know? And
What?
I'm already off Twitter. I don't do politics on my streams. That should be a rule. That do not get political on stream.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Well, look, I don't want to get political, guys, but Sonic Unleashed is not that good.
Also, speaking of that, if you listen to our podcast, which is Retro Reset Pod,
yeah,
the intro where it says "Bad Dudes" is actually Trump.
it is.
So that's a little inside baseball.
Little. It was during a time when it was still scary. You know, it was still a scary situation. But I was just like, oh, it's funny. It's funny that he said the name of a game from the 80s. It seemed like such a simple time. You know what I mean?
I can see how the stamina bar would put you off. I mean, you can augment it in the game to make it where it lasts longer. But
honestly, yeah, the stamina thing,
Sword.
like, once you get a couple hours into the game, you know, because you want to like upgrade your stamina right away, it gets to be so freeing. You know, you just constantly upgrade that ability, and it just makes it. Oh, I love it.
Whoa, that's a trap.
Yeah.
Jesus H.
Oh, God.
This game doesn't let up. Doesn't pull any punches, does it?
No.
And occasionally the bubbles won't bubble.
Oh, that's happened to me several times. You were there.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? I gotta sit there and listen to this anxiety-inducing music.
You got a billion ones next to each other, And then for some reason, at some point, you just reach a point where they're not there anymore.
You know, I've got the strategy guide for Breath of the Wild. I was gonna get all the shrines and what's-its. I never beat the game.
You
I never did it. I never beat it.
Really?
Nope.
That's surprising. How come?
I don't know. I got distracted by something else. I have ADD real bad. It's probably something silly like, oh, City Skylines came out or something like that.
I think when it came out, I was teaching and I had spring break and I just played it again and again and again and again and again and again. I was so psyched on that game at the time.
Good old days. Yeah, I was too, but something else must have distracted me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but I love the game. I don't even beat the Master Quest or anything.
I really want to get to that at some point.
I just got distracted with something. Maybe I just didn't want it to end. If I played it, it would end. I don't want it to end.
I got all the shrines. I got the Tunic of the Wild. I did the island. That was fun. Oh man, the island was
I have a lot of good memories.
The
It's
most
a
standout
sign
part.
of a good game is shit you can remember.
I have so many memories of that. I remember. I think my best memory from that game was stumbling on the statues holding the swords in the desert.
Yeah.
But I got there through the snow. I was in the snow first, and I found like the downed statue. And then when I found the rest of the statues in the desert, I was like, "What does it mean?" You know?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so cool. Such a magical experience that they can make you feel like you were the first person to discover
like
something.
You're Zelda.
It really
It gives you the
feel
feel
like you're the
Zelda.
Breath of the Wild. But truly, like, to feel like you were the first person to discover something.
Yeah. I also have a lot of positive memories of Mario Odyssey. I was trying to go for all moons, but I
There's
got
so
distracted.
many.
I was like, this game's great, but like Kirby Star Allies came out or something. I can't remember.
Fudge.
Oh, you got mushed by a giant cork, boy.
Mm.
This place sucks.
I
I
hate
remember
this
watching you
level.
play this level, and this level sucks. Something horrible. It goes way too slow.
Way too long.
And again, half of it's underwater, and you're like half speed underwater, and then you have to spend more time waiting on bubbles.
Every
Tethered to these bubbles.
Just stop
Oh,
for.
kid dodged a few more spears and got some coins. Jumped for the spring. I said coins. Shame on me. I gotta stay to this bubble now. I don't know.
Music's pretty
TBH,
good though.
My favorite.
Honestly, Sonic 1 I would not play all that often. If you put the spin dash in it, yes. I would play it. But here I am playing it.
Cream is definitely adorbs. Don't worry. I wouldn't dream of. Wouldn't dream of little feeling. You got snapped.
Tails is my favorite boy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say.
Coming in the Sonic 2, baby. Sonic 2
Oh,
movie.
I hope that Colleen O'Shaughnessy still gets to voice him. I hope they don't pick somebody like Tom Holland or something to go on it. Maybe Chris Pratt will be Tails.
Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is Tails.
Buzzword.
Chris Pratt is now officially cast as Bubsy.
God. Well, I think he'd be great Bubsy, actually.
Chris Pratt has been officially. He's going to be the voice actor of Samus.
Everything.
He's everything. He's going to voice act Samus.
This just in, Chris Pratt to voice everything in every movie.
Ooh, points.
I gotta tell you, playing Sonic, being forced to play Sonic 1 again. Not really forced. Making
doing better
myself do
this
it.
time.
Yes. Playing Sonic 1 again, I'm better at it, but it does make me think, oh man, I wish I could be playing one of the 3D ones right now. Instead of this. Of course, the obviously we're in the bad 3D,
Yes.
2,
Chris
3D
Pratt
one.
stars as Chris Pratt, voicing Chris Pratt, voiced by Chris Pratt.
Chris
The stunt
Pratt.
doubles, Chris Pratt. Maybe he just clones himself.
That's how he's getting so much work in Hollywood right now.
Bill Hader. Bill Hader would be great.
Oh, dude, Bill Hader, I'll watch him do anything.
$40 for a pack of batteries.
Ben Schwartz, I think, was a great choice for Sonic, and I think
great.
It's a little bit different than casting a star, you know, because he's a comedian and he's really funny, but he's also an experienced voice actor, you know.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he knows what to do, so he brought something to that role that was really special. And I gotta say, I feel like Roger Craig Smith would have been great in it, but it would not have been the same character. The person who plays Sonic, like, normally.
Ooh, second act's even slower, dude. Dude, Bill Hader was great in Trainwrecked, and so was LeBron James, but Amy Schumer
was not.
Was the worst.
That movie is not pleasant.
Nope. But neither is Amy Schumer.
That's true.
Honestly, John Cena was hilarious. Everybody in that movie was funny, except the lady who written and produced it.
Right, and she was in so much of the movie.
It was like, oh.
It made it a problem.
It's an Amy part. Ugh.
Boy, this is Ring City. What are they preparing me for?
Cloudy Chance of Meatballs. It's a great time. I actually watched the second one with my wife as a date.
Really?
She hates the movie theater, but she's like, I'll go watch that. So, okay.
That one was the one.
Yeah, we watched that and Despicable Me 2.
Wow.
Like kids' movies. Because she knew that we didn't draw much of a crowd, and she didn't like crowds. And
I get that.
That's just her thing. So I said, hey, that's not a problem with me. Yeah, because Chris Pratt is officially Lego. They're just going to be big, giant Lego figures now. Box sets of just Chris Pratt's face.
This is the Chris Pratt box set of his face.
Who wants to see a stream? I mean, not a Chris Pratt, but someday I want to buy the Star Destroyer Lego set, like the big one, and do a stream of us putting it together.
Man, awesome. You know I want that. I don't care if anybody wants that but me.
You don't want that? Too bad. You just watch it. Oh no! Ah! This is pretty bad. Labyrinth Zone 2, Act 2. What the? What was that? Where did that come from? What? Where did that? Was that there last time? Is that there? Was that Spike Trap literally there to just give you a big F? F you. No. Get him. F you.
Also, I had hit the invincibility. F in the chat, please.
F's in the chat.
Labyrinth Zone is a bad level, but I love the design of the badniks here.
It's grounders, man.
Those aren't grounders.
Oh.
Grounders have two arm
that's right.
Drills, and these guys have a nose drill.
Do you have to start back over...
just in the
Act 1
the whole
Act
level?
2?
Yeah.
You have to start back in Act 1?
I can't remember.
Are we in Act 1 or Act 2? I can't remember.
Honestly, I don't...
Like I said, Labyrinth Zone's very samey. So. Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles my fave. Personally, Mushroom Zone...
Which surprises me. I don't hear a lot of people saying Mushroom Zone is their favorite.
I don't know why
zone.
I like it so much. I think
a lot of people love Ice Cap because of the music.
Yeah, I like Mushroom Zone because of the music. And the design. I don't know.
Mushroom Zone does have a really like jazzy, like fun time. I like how well, first of all, it's really unique, right?
You can do a metal cover of that.
And you've got a really good autumn theme, right? Everything's like super organic.
And it's like a transition kind of.
Yeah.
He's just a grounder without arms. He can't do the grounder jive. No one can get that reference.
Not a one person. Way to make a reference from a billion years ago.
Okay.
Look, hey, that's what I do.
I
make fun of you, but I do the same things daily.
My username is a reference from a show that wasn't aired since the 80s.
What are you talking about? It was a reference to the Sonic.
My username.
Not Sonic. It was a reference to...
Mr. B. Nat Super... Yeah. It hasn't aired on actual television since I was born.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Science Theater 3000?
Oh, Mr. B. Natural.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about your Sweet Victory username.
Oh, no. That doesn't reference anything. I thought it sounded cool, and I had a checkered flag picture.
I called you Sweet Victory.
Oh.
That was my nickname for you.
Oh, it was?
Remember that night at IHOP?
Oh.
We gave each other the nicknames.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
You did Awesome Sauce and I did Sweet Victory.
Yeah,
Victory
that
was...
spike ball is there just to give you the middle finger.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure.
Well, at least we didn't have to go that far back. I think we're on the same act.
Is there any Switch games, including third parties, with community and mod support? I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Nintendo's
Nintendo's not a mod-friendly
No, they're
environment
not. They really don't like people screwing around with their IPs.
in any way.
Although, if someone got a hold of the ISO for freaking Breath of the Wild and modded it, I'd be all over it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I've seen PBG mod some stuff on it, so I know he's doing it somehow. I just don't know how it goes.
I think it's a little more complicated,
I think
though.
that's
There's
a
nothing with, like,
co-opter.
official...
Yeah, there's nothing official that I'm aware of. I think it's more of a corrupter than anything else. Ooh, yeah, not having the spin dash is painful. I don't know about third parties either.
I know that if Skyrim could do it, they would be doing it, and Skyrim is on Switch, and it's all vanilla. You know? That's probably the easiest one to get mods into. And, it's not. It's not there. So I just have my doubts that that's even a thing Nintendo would allow. I think they'd be like, no, it messes with our security, our system security, because we have one server run by a man named Jeff.
The way I say is most third-party people even make their own IPs.
Where's my
would prefer to not have. They'd rather if they ran somebody with popular mod or something, they would try to monetize it. Oh snap! Son, you're about to
die.
You're just gonna die.
Yep.
Actually,
See this skill? See this skill? I can look down at my phone and still win at getting the Chaos Emerald.
Because if third-party developers have to be competitive to stay relevant, you know, and it's a shame that they have to be like kind of very cold and calculated about it. Because I mean, I think back in the day, maybe not 10 years ago, if a third-party developer found out that somebody was interested in modifying the game and making it more, you know, palatable to a bunch of people that are into it, they might be like all for it. But now everybody's so competitive, and you need so much money to stay relevant and to publish and patch and everything. They just can't afford to let that happen.
Wow.
I guess it just depends on who it is. Like, I'm pretty sure the guy who did Stardew Valley was okay with it. He was all about trying to get modded on PC, but
Yeah, it
it's
extends the
different
life
for
of your game.
consoles. It really is. It's really different for consoles. That's something
And
to-
it's harder to get it in a closed system.
yeah, and then there's like firmware you have to deal with, and
Because mods tend to be like really like intensive in terms of how much they ask you to do.
And I can't remember, but it costs developers quite a bit of money to just patch their stuff on Nintendo services
Yeah,
and Xbox and PlayStation,
it's true.
which I think is kind of stupid. That thing is really hauling.
Yeah, it's going fast, man.
Fish. Who came up with this background? Where was the meeting? That someone's like, this is great. The music is awesome. The spinning.
I like the
Stuff,
carnival like
the
of
fish.
hell theme that you have.
I like Nintendo as a company, but I think that they can be just as cold-hearted as a lot of the other companies that are like. Cause I usually tried to put Nintendo in a rung above like Microsoft and PlayStation because they seem to be more gamer focused. But as of late, you know, they've been doing the same thing everyone else has been doing, and they like giving out cease and desist like candy. They have a whole department just dedicated to just like, hey, you know those thousands of hours you put into work into modifying this game that has resurrected like countless amount of interest in it and shown that people still want more, that we're not going to bother making anymore. Yeah, we're just going to make you stop doing that and make you shut it down, or we'll sue you.
It's gross. It's gross, and it's they did the thing with Mario 35 that was straight up stolen from a fan game.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't steal it because it's Mario.
Yeah.
Mario's their IP.
The point I was making with Blizzard, because like
Yeah.
with like legacy servers they had going on, right? Everybody wanted legacy servers because they wanted the classic WoW experience, and they hated the monetization and kind of how dry and watered down Quest content was. And so they came with legacy servers. Well, Blizzard shut them down and said, no, I can't do that. It's RIP, you can't do that. And then what happens like 2 years later? Now, I think they had some of the legacy server guys on board with it, but they're like, we can make money off of this, so now we're going to... Now that we know we can make money off of it, now we care.
Yeah, it's frustrating, you know, and it's all driven by money. I get it. It's a business. But, you know, I think business has been ruining games for a long time.
Yeah.
Just the fact that, for example, Nintendo, right? The whole thing, we didn't really get into this on the podcast. We got into it, you know, obviously we got into the subject, but the whole thing with the Nintendo Switch Online, right? It's so incredibly stingy with the retro games that they have. They could be doing so much more to preserve their console history, to make it, like, persistent and accessible for people who want to research it, because it's a major part of history and art. And they just don't. They just don't care because it wouldn't make them money to give a crap about, like, the integrity of their remakes.
And they don't want to give away games that are already on the SNES Classic and NES Classic because they want to sell that too. And they want to artificially drive up the price of it. Yeah,
so there's all kinds of shady stuff they do as a business that it's just like, yeah, you know, it would be great if it was like this, but fans have to be the people who take care of this stuff because there's no financial incentive for a company to care about their history.
And if they published all of the retro games, maybe Earthbound wouldn't cost $300.
That's true.
Well, actually, it's worth more now. It's like $360.
Did Earthbound ever come to the service?
Nope. It's on.
See, like, why?
It's on SNES Classic, but it's
everybody loves Earthbound. It's a huge thing, and they're holding it back for no reason. It's a ROM. It's a friggin' ROM.
Uh-oh. You're about to die.
Sorry, I don't mean to get political. It makes me so mad.
The retro game bubble since COVID, I said the C word, but has really expanded to biblical proportions.
And it's not being helped by the fact that shady companies like WADA are doing those like grading scams.
That is stupid. I can't stand the grading thing. I'll never.
Did you see the video about it? No. How it's a huge scam?
Oh, I bet.
It's a money laundering scheme, basically.
I bet you anything. It's a money laundering scheme.
It's what it is the company WADA is doing the grading, and they're also selling stuff in auctions, which is not allowed usually. Yeah. Usually, a grading company can't sell them by definition because that would allow them to artificially increase the price. Yeah. Which gets you things like, for example, a $35,000 copy of Sonic 1.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
It's not worth that. It's never been. And I think I missed my trip up.
It's true.
I had to be on the
It is on the Wii U. Yeah, it is on the Wii U.
You gotta be kidding me.
I have a hard copy of it. Yeah, I'm just saying. Are you gonna dizzle?
Yep.
No. Oh, whew! Oh, shit! A moment of reprieve, dude! I was like, you're gonna make it? Oh, cool, you made it out. Oh, just ceiling of spikes. Have fun, dumbass. This level can go die.
Yeah, this level's the worst, man. I hate it, and I want Sega to know how much they hurt me, my family. They dishonored me.
Yeah, I managed to buy it at Oklahoma Game Expo at one of the casinos with Alan a few years back. I got it for $200.
Wow! At the time, we were like, "Oh man, I can't believe you spent $200
like,
on that."
Now it's worth like $380.
That's insane. My Chrono Trigger has appreciated nicely since I bought it for $69.
I bought it for $100 and it went up quite a bit. I finally got a copy of it. There's only a few more games on SNES that I really, really want that are up there.
Yeah, my SNES collection is getting pretty stagnant at this point, just because of prices.
Like Harvest Moon is one of them. That's the boss? You have to chase that bastard up there? Jesus. $69. Nice. Yeah, I actually got Lufia 2 right before it jumped up. Thank God. It was like $79.
I had like 2 copies of Lufia for a while. I wish I had waited to sell one.
Oh yeah, and I got really lucky with I got the Silver Star what's it called? Lunar. I got both Lunars for $100. That was a good deal. That was a good deal.
Have you ever thought about taking one of your games and getting it graded just to make some cash?
No. I wouldn't want to. Who knows? Like, you could send them off. They could send you back a repro if you didn't know any better.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, people are buying them. It doesn't matter if it's real.
Who has that money?
People on eBay, apparently. This... Oh, man. Oh, and you can't go back. That's kind of fun.
At least it's kind of you and goes back down. But
Yeah, it wasn't doing that before, though. I had to go back and press the button.
Look at it. Flaps his little arms when he jumps up.
That's hilarious. So cute.
They don't hate their fans. They just like money more.
Yeah, and
Which I get it. They got a lot of overhead, you know?
And they also have a lot of situations where it's like old Japanese developers are like, why would I make another F-Zero?
You know.
I want to make
another Fire Emblem.
friggin' fire. I want to make 7 Fire Emblems and Star Fox Zero. Ah! Okay.
Nice.
Oops. I didn't
That's
realize the
nice.
arms were flapping. That's so funny. You notice
Yeah.
details, man.
The best deal I ever got on a retro game was I went to a random flea market in Topeka, Kansas, and I got a copy of Zelda Collector's Edition on the GameCube for $4. 4 smackers. It was owned by some old guy who just saw it as video game and sold the video games for all the same price. Labyrinth Zones. That's a terrible boss. Hey, terrible boss, terrible boss.
There's more to it. You get up to the top and there's like a whole fight. This level makes me want to die. Please kill me right now. Bum 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 bum. I just want to die when I play this level. I just want to die. Want to fucking die. I just want to die when I play Labyrinth Zone. Oh no, I just want to die.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Did you have to hit that button?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the...
Shield?
Yes, the jump is like annoyingly precise.
It's true. At least it's not full of first-person shooters. I don't... The only reason... Like, I've never had a reason to buy an Xbox.
God.
Wow. I liked Halo 1. I did not like Halo 3. I stopped liking it at Halo 3. But man, it's just...
I never had an Xbox, and yeah, I'm with you. They've never given me a reason to buy it.
Yes, Dragon Quest XI is great. I just got that recently. I haven't got that far, but it's a great game.
I am enjoying the crafting mechanic, especially.
It just brings me back to the good dope days of Dragon Quest VIII.
But to the good old days. If I'm
Ooh.
gonna back dame. That's a Game Grumps bit, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it is. They were just singing that song the other day. Half the time I'm just quoting Game Grumps
You
and
will
don't realize it.
I think you'll enjoy it thoroughly. The story in it is really cool. I just love the... It's just nice. It's very pretty to look at, too.
It's fun to explore.
Yeah, I've done the same thing. I bought Persona 5 and I never opened it. It's still sitting there. I was like, hey, it was a Black Friday sale back in 2019 or something. And I was like, hey, it's $20. And I bought it and I never played it. Oh, yeah, and I did the same thing with Nier?
Nier Automata?
Nier Automata.
Nier Automata.
Nier Automata. I like that Nier Ottoman.
No, I like that Nier Automata.
Nier Ottoman with the girl with the legs and...
Yeah, Gaddy.
She got that mask on.
She got them thick thighs, thunder thighs, you know what I'm saying? Oh, dang.
Man, she got smushed.
I just got smushed just like I want the Nier Automata lady to smush me. Smush me dead like a bug. please. That's all I live for. To be smushed.
Your mama milkies.
Oh god, that's
What is that
unpleasant.
from?
Unpleasant phrase.
It was that one girl off the Resident Evil, I think, started that, isn't it?
The Lady Dimitrescu.
Yeah, what a name. Her parents must have really didn't like her.
Or they.
My name is Derek Doom Didman Mescu.
Or they knew that she was going to be like a dom lady in a
I guess
horror
her dad
game.
was 10'1" and her mom was 9'6". And she has Volkswagen-sized tatas.
Whoa, that's a lot of tatas.
I think this level would almost be tolerable if it didn't have all the friggin' water.
You know? Well, I'm gonna die.
Well, whatever. Gain a life to save a life. Oh, skill shot.
Bam. They call me skill shot. I'm a ill shot. And then I'm gonna go and have a little pill shot.
I never did finish Dragon Quest VIII either. I got close. Foolish. Finally right.
I've never beaten a DQ.
The game I really want to beat is Aiden's Chronicles on N64. It's awful.
You've talked about that several times.
Yeah.
I think you were doing an
I
LP
started
of it.
on Retro Reset.
Where do I go? Ugh. Down here? Well, I guess there's a
Well, 13's coming out soon, isn't it? 12? 12's coming out?
Dragon
Sunday?
Quest 12?
I say soon.
Yeah, right. It was like 15 years.
Or is that the online one? Oh, that's 10. 10's online.
Yeah. DQ10. DQ10 is also the name of a Dairy Queen somewhere.
I like Dragon Quest 5, I think I played.
You see
Is
that?
that the one with the...
See that skill shot, bro?
The insane, like battle, like you walk 2 steps and you're at a battle, walk 2 steps. One of them just has ridiculous encounter rates. Can't remember which one it is. They make repros of the Dragon Quest games from some guy on the internet I buy from OCD Reproductions.
He's great.
If you guys want repros of Dragon Quest, he does all kinds of repros. I do repros too, but I can only do Parodius and Poppin' Twinbee. That's the only 2 I can manage to do. Because I can only get 1 meg EPROMs.
How come?
Because you can't get 2, 3, or 4 megs. They're just too expensive, or they're not being produced. You have to use T-SOP chips, and I can't use T-SOP. Because you have to learn how to drag solder, and I have no idea how to do that. I've tried, and it just doesn't end well. I don't have a good enough... I think it's because I have a really crappy soldering gun.
You know,
Just need to practice, I guess.
I got one on Amazon that's a real decent price for how hot it gets. And it has a controllable temperature. I highly recommend it. It has several different tips and stuff, too, that you can use, which I think will probably help with that.
Yeah. And then, speaking of repros, okay. So I went into the game. It was the Game Exchange in Silent Springs, and they had a copy of some obscure SNES game that was fairly expensive and hard to find. I can't remember what it was. Piss donuts. I want to say it was Breath of the Wild 2?
What?
Or Breath of Fire 2. Or maybe it was some obscure RPG. Oh, it was Ogre Battle. They had a copy of Ogre Battle March of Black Queen.
Are you joshing me right now?
Is it not coming back down?
No.
Well, then just enjoy the last couple seconds of your life, I guess. Oh yeah, I love Xenoblade Chronicles too. Oh my god, it's a good game. I'm not a huge fan of the meh guy, but he is hilarious.
Who?
I can't. Tora. Is that his name? Can't remember.
I don't know.
You never played Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
That's true. I played Xenoblade Chronicles
But there's
X.
a really funny bit. Oh, the X. Tora. Yeah, I loved Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I beat it, and I was trying to grind that Rhino for like all the bits and bobs to like increase my stats. Okay, I gotta take a deep breath. And I was going and getting the chips. What I was trying to do is make Poppy more powerful. So I was going to do all that diving mini game, which I got pretty good at. This little section I call is FU Corner. It's FU Corner.
I shouldn't have gone for it. I thought I could be fast enough.
Well, that's the thing.
Misjudged.
See, Sonic makes you think you can go fast. Not this game. You can go as fast as it'll let you.
Okay.
Yeah,
here's
Robo
what
Waifu.
we're gonna do.
There's a really funny bit he does with the outfits that I think is pretty funny. Oh yeah, and I went and tried to do all like the DLC, and I got Nia's and Rex's swimsuits, but I haven't got the rest. I'm trying to get Pyra's because I mean, duh.
She's a waifu.
Mithra, yeah, Mithra and Pyra.
Are you Mithra or Pyrrha? Which one?
They're the same person. Spoilers.
Yeah, I know, but like as far as which would you prefer?
Oh, Mithra for sure.
Really? Which one is that?
The light girl. She's got the blonde hair. She's blonde hair. I love Nia. Nia's great.
Like the Blondo, huh?
Nia's the she's the short cat girl. She sasses Rex all the time. And what she doing? I can't do a Nia accent. She's like Cockney. What she doing, Rex?
What you doing over there, Rex?
Oh, Welsh. My bad. But yeah, she's one of my faves. I also like Morgana or whatever her name is. I can't remember her name. It's been a while since I played.
Skill moves. I got the skill moves. I am the master.
The Flame of the West or
playing
whatever.
Sonic.
I'm just trying to remember this from memory because I
I'm
haven't
the
played it.
master of Sonic today.
It was before I had a
and
kid.
every day.
It was before I was married.
Ooh, don't touch the water. Haha, you see that? You see that? That is what we call
Morag.
a pro gamer move.
Yeah, I like Mithra personally. I'm just like blondes, I guess. Just weird because my girlfriend, my wife's a brunette.
Your wife is a redhead.
Well, she is a brunette currently.
Oh, I see.
Isn't she?
I don't know, man.
Her natural hair color is actually brown.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It was so red the first time I met her.
Colored it.
Really? It looked very natural.
Looked at her roots. It was obvious it wasn't.
It wasn't back then.
Well, you don't really look. I don't know how much you looked at my girlfriend at the times of roots, anyway.
Well, all I know is when I first met her, it looked real.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
okay.
I thought all this time.
We're at a labyrinth. Let's just take a minute to just enjoy this.
God.
Who cares? You're not in Hyman Zone.
You're right.
Just relish it. Oh.
We're in a new type of hell.
Starlight Zone. I didn't say that they were the same. They're two different people, but I mean, they inhabit the same body. But it's a great game. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I went to a game exchange in Salem Springs, Arkansas, and they had a copy of Ogre Battle: March of the Black Queen for Super Nintendo. And I said, "Oh, cool! Ogre Battle. How much is this?" Because I forgot I didn't already own it. I've done this before. I forgot I already had a copy. I thought I didn't have a copy, but I do. I asked her how much it was because I couldn't see the label. She said, "Oh, it's like $70." And I said, "Oh, that's not terrible for it." And she's like, "But it's a reproduction." I'm like, "You're telling me you're selling a reproduction for $70 Are you serious?
That's a lot.
It's stupid.
It's too much.
Reproduction should be worth like $40 max because that's about how much it costs to produce them. Who the heck sells repros for $70? That thing's never selling. It's like that is the big. Plus, it wasn't properly labeled either, which should have been another red flag. Because if you make a repro and you sell it, it has to say repro on the label or on the cartridge. You can't sell it without it saying that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That is a game exchange rule. She was breaking it.
You gotta be kidding me. She's breaking the rules?
Yeah. Yeah. The one in Bartlesville actually got in trouble because they bought a repro. It was like a repro copy of Castlevania. They bought a repro copy of Castlevania. I think it was Castlevania Dracula or Castlevania X. The 3. Was that 3 or X? I can't remember. Which one was it?
See that? I just moonwalked through the thing and you missed it.
I saw it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
I was watching.
Did you?
I did! You look at the camera. I was looking at that.
I was looking at your face.
But yeah, they got in trouble for selling
The whole time.
for buying a repro. I was like, that's what you get because you guys are stupid. I went in there to buy a Dreamcast once at the Bartlesville one. So you guys got any Dreamcasts? She's like, yeah, we got a few in the back. Well, let me call my manager and find out real quick for you if I could sell them. I was like, okay. And he went to helping another customer, and then he got on the phone, and then he went on, and I thought maybe he's calling his manager. I sat around for like 20 minutes, and he just never did it. He just wanted to talk to some guy about a speaker or something. I swear to God, Game Exchange is feeling more like a freaking antique store than a game store now. You notice that? They sell CDs now. What? The one in Bartlesville had a power drill.
They gotta just stick
They had
to
a
what
Black
they
and
know.
Decker, a Black and Decker power drill.
Why?
It's like you guys don't. You know, at first I was like, you guys going for a vintage stock vibe here, and then I saw the power drill and speakers and TVs, and I'm like, oh, okay, so this is just pawn shop.
It's
now.
a junk store now.
It's just pawn shop. This is the dumbest thing.
Well,
I get you got to do what you do to stay alive, but I don't know if are they really struggling that much. I mean, if they're selling repros for $70, something tells me they are.
Oh, that was quick. I've never gotten through Act 2 that
So
quickly.
you just had to have me rant.
See that?
That's what helped you.
Hello.
Did you play Xenoblade Chronicles X? We were fooled into thinking it was an online multiplayer game.
Yeah, we struggled for hours to play together.
Turns out you have to be in the same quest at the same time for it to work. Like, I get it in game, but it's kind of lame. Kitty cuddles. All right, people passing through, you gotta follow.
Follow for kitty cuddles.
Also, the music is really bizarre. People seem to. I mean, I've heard mixed responses about it. I've heard people say it's really good. I've heard people say, ooh.
Man, I was not a fan. Can't say that I enjoyed the gameplay all that much. You know?
I didn't really enjoy it either. I liked 1. I liked 2. I didn't play Golden Country, or whatever. I started to, but then I didn't. So I was like, I want to go back and finish all 100% 2 first. And then I didn't. It was cool because I had the expansion pack, so I got the entire game for nothing.
Oh, I hate this game.
Where did they all go?
They blew up.
Oh, okay, that's what they do. They explode. I'm a hiccup now.
I can't do that. I could do it if I had a spin dash.
I'm not sure if it's still, like, there. What's happening?
I'm getting caught in the fan.
Oh, okay.
Because this game is...
It does things specifically that you can avoid.
Yes.
It's just there to piss you off. Oh, yeah, fireball. There you go. This thing is... Sonic 1 is a troll, you know?
Yeah,
They
there's
use
definitely some
troll
elements of that.
It's not good game design. It's there to frustrate you. They don't want you to try to figure it out on your own. But they want you to use trial and error. They want you to be like, oh, that's going to work, not going to work. They're extending the game artificially by making these spots where you're guaranteed to die because you have no idea what's coming up.
This is the freaking boss stage, dude.
Right? You see what I'm saying?
I just want it to be done. You know?
It seems like they were almost using, like, NES-esque sort of inspiration with their level design. You know,
I would agree with that.
it's very like fake floor. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Fake floor.
Like you don't know it's there until you're falling.
Right.
Like it gives out from underneath you, and you have no way of seeing it. It seems like it's doing stuff like that because you're running so fast, you don't have time to react. So you have to go and run into it or die, and then figure out, oh, okay, I need to not run at that point, or I need to jump at this point.
I see. Okay.
That just looks like an incomplete spiky ball.
It does. They probably reused that for Sonic 3. Marble Zone, bro.
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Marble Garden, that is.
Mabel Gaiden.
Marble Ninja Garden.
Marble Ninja Gaiden. So that you're in a city, I guess, right?
Yeah. Starlight Zone, boy. My boy. Sponge Boy, me Bob.
Storm's Boy, me Bob. Oh, you have to hit it with your head?
Yeah. Kind of a fun mechanic, but you don't use it anywhere else.
Yeah, no, but like I said, this is some interesting design choices. Ooh.
Oh, this is the worst boss.
Ooh, he dodged it. Oh, he hit it. Look who's back. It's Scully. Where's Mulder? Where's Mulder, Scully? We'll find Mulder. The truth's out there, kitty. The truth is out there. You need to find it. You need to find it. Bonus round. Battery, 15% power.
Oh boy.
Oh well.
That's a fun thing.
It either tells me my SIM card's not working or I have no power. Did you not put your butt in my face, cat? Come here. Come here.
That's her whole aesthetic, man.
Okay, I'm putting you back down.
Or
Feel
shit.
free to hop back up here. Do you need food? Is that it? Has she been fed yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She also just waits for you upstairs because she doesn't like to eat unless you're there watching her do it.
Oh. She like Mochi have to scratch her butt while she's...
Yes.
Can you scratch my butt while I'm eating?
I literally, that you making it as a joke, but it's real life for me every day. You're
Sorry,
saying it as a joke, but that's my life.
My cat's eating habits are not a joke, Kyle. Hey, you did it.
Ugh. Okay.
Sorry, I'm late to work. I had to be late to work, boss, because I had to pet my cat's ass while he ate.
Mm-hmm.
You did this a lot
Makes
faster than you did the first time, though.
Yeah.
You didn't give yourself props for that.
I'm giving myself props.
I think it froze. No, I'm just kidding. Scrap brain zone.
Oh,
Also-
cool.
See what I mean? False
All right.
floor mechanic.
I have one life left. One life to live. I have to be very careful here because I do not have any continues left.
It's okay. I think we got enough footage for it anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
So if you die, it's like not the end of the world. But like, but see what I mean? False floor game. You don't know it's gonna be false floor until it goes out under you.
Yeah.
It's a trial by death.
No!
If there's no
I lost all my rings again!
There's no, like, it doesn't teach you anything. It just throws you in it. It expects you to remember.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Scully's one of those cats that's really sweet. Oh God, that's nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking.
God, it's like, it's gonna cry, no.
I'm gonna crush you. I'm gonna crush. I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna crush you. Scully's one of those cats that's really sweet at first, and then she'll just go attack mode without you, and especially just nom you when you least expect it.
You see that pro gamer move?
Yeah.
That's what I like to call pro gamer move.
Clip that. Someone clip that.
Clip that Twitch.
Clip that chat.
Look at that jet.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, chat.
Man, I really hate "Let's go." We have to. What's our catchphrase? You know, we can't just say, "Oh, let's go sucks," and then not come up with anything, ourselves.
We can. Watch.
But what if we do?
What if we do though?
What if we do?
What if we do? Let's go sucks, guys.
Let's go. Oh,
Look, it's just
good.
a pit of electric barb. I don't know. What's a good catchphrase? That's not "let's go." Let's proceed. Let us continue. Let us.
I hate this level. Yes, I really do.
Pump up the volume.
How about you're too slow?
Oh,
Ah!
you're too slow. Chili dogs.
Let's do this.
What's not?
Mm.
Let's just think we're gonna do this.
Let's just jump into it. Wait, that's Philly D.
Hello, everybody on Markiplier. Nah, that's Markiplier.
Oh.
And nice pick.
Oh, something happened that
See
was
what I
nice.
mean? False form mechanics. You just don't know. I could orange you with a different color, but how the hell are you supposed to know that was a good one? I don't know. If it's going to encourage exploring, it should be lenient when you do so. You know what I mean?
This game does not encourage exploring.
I know,
Sonic 1 is
so
like...
It doesn't. It's just like you just a gauntlet. It's
Yeah.
a gauntlet. You have to survive or
Exactly.
die.
You know something I've been thinking about? Like, the original games do have some branching paths.
Yeah, I mean-
and I think the exploration is pretty good in Sonic 3 Knuckles.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would... Like, I've already told you this a billion times, that I would like to see a Metroidvania-style Sonic game.
Yeah.
Where it's like momentum puzzles, but instead of doing a linear
so happy
thing.
and they're throwing bombs.
Right.
Are they aware of it, though?
But here's my other idea. People bash the Sonic, boost games for being linear. And they are kind of linear. But I don't see that's a negative. Because it just allows them to, engineer a pretty tight experience.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Like, it's like a roller coaster. It's not the same, but it is still fun for its own reasons. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Like, it looks like there's a face back there. It's like, stared at the TV too long.
You seen these pro gamer moves, though?
You seen that robot face?
Yes.
Robot face.
Don't clip that, chat.
F's in the chat.
Fudge.
F's.
Fudge is in the chat.
What was that?
Straight fudge in the chat.
What was that phrase from the Commodore 64?
I can't even remember, to be honest. That's my wife. She's coming home. She's here now.
What's it called? Ho diddles or something?
Ho diddles. Oh, diddles.
Well, that's what we'll say.
Diddums. Oh, diddums.
Diddums, chat.
Diddums in the chat.
Get some diddums. Can we get some diddums?
I want us to have a fan base so rabid that it is completely unrelatable to normal people. Hey, sweetie. Anybody who comes in will just not understand a word we're saying. That's what I'm going for. Whoa,
Somebody's
gang.
like, "What's diddums?" And we just
You had
scoff
to
and
be
like-
there.
We just scoff and like, "Can we get some diddums in the chat, guys?
Diddums. What a
Can we get
diddums.
some diddums in the chat?"
Well, this guy's being
For this
such
guy-
a diddums.
For this guy not knowing what, can we get some diddums?
Yeah,
him
dude.
Show him what it is, guys. Show him what it is, chat. Diddums. Oh,
How was I supposed to know? It's too high, and when I crouch, it goes all the way down. Because it's stupid. It's stupid.
Is this Sonic or Test of Patience?
What is this? Sonic the Hedgehog?
What diddum this diddum is being?
What's
I
this
know,
diddum?
He's such a diddum, eh?
Being such a diddums.
He's such a diddum. Dude, you're being- Come on, man.
Diddums. You're not even spelling it right, you diddums.
diddum.
Can't
You're being
believe
such
this
Can you
diddums.
believe these diddums, guys?
Dude.
This diddums.
He's being a diddums.
This game. Whoa, what saw blade?
You see that?
That sounds weird.
Woo!
This game's being such a diddum right now. Oh my god, this is diddum me right now.
Oh.
You made it through Act 2.
One life. One life to live.
Yeah, that was a Didum Saw Blade if I ever seen one.
I hope I can find an extra life or get 100 rings. But getting 100 rings in these levels is like... I don't know.
Oops. I bumped the table. Oh, this F-boy.
It's like finding a graphics card at MSRP. That's what getting 100 rings is.
Yeah, getting... Yeah,
Thank you. You just gotta believe, except you gotta do Labyrinth Zone Part 3 first.
I gotta believe.
Man, I missed my favorite
crack,
entrance.
Crack the egg into the bowl. Crack the egg into the bowl. Mix the flour to the bowl. Oh, M-I-X, the flour to the bowl. Good old Parappa. That's such a cute... It's a cute little rapping game. It's adorable. It gets 2 out of 5. Dang. That was a pretty Didum scoring game right there, Kyle.
Yeah, that's pretty Didums.
Didum thing to do.
It's very Didums of you. See what I'm talking about? This is false floor.
I know.
This is like a false floor game. I'm the first one to think of that, too.
Yeah, that's a great analogy. I like that.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I'm glad you came up with that. That's such a Diddum thing to come up with.
I know, I'm pretty Didums right now.
Dude.
I'm feeling like a little bit of a Didums.
Are you vibing Diddums right now?
Dude, I'm on the wavelength of the Didum. I'm getting some did waves.
Yeah, there was puppers passing by.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of clacky doggos in this house. Do you think someday that people will be like, "Hot millennials think doggo"? Stop.
What are they gonna call them then? Something stupider, probably.
We'll probably call them Didums.
Yeah. I'm like, come here, Diddums. Oh, you got a sweet looking, cute Diddums, bro.
Nice Didum.
Nice Diddum. Where'd you get your Diddum? What kind of Diddum is that?
Oh, God gave it to me.
It's a long-haired Diddum.
Long-haired Didum.
Whoop whoop.
God hates me, and he's left the world. He's gone now, God is gone. God is gone, God is gone.
You gotta start calling it by its Latin name. Nice Canis Lupus.
Nice Canis Lupus, bro.
Yeah, what if Latin came back? Right?
It is in the church.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what if it just, in general, just like Latin suddenly had a resurgence? Nice Stola, bro. It's a blouse.
Yeah.
That's the only word I know from Latin.
They had blouses back then?
I guess. I know, nomine patria et filii spiritus sancti. I
Yes.
knew that
From the number one movie that gets worse every time you see it.
It's true. How Latin got its back, yeah. It was Boondock Saints, bro. It was Boondock Saints, Diddums.
Look, I'm gonna need you to take your Diddums, and I'm gonna need you to tone down your Diddums, man.
Your Diddums?
Your Diddums
it's
is
like at an 8 right now. We need to
Yeah.
take your Diddums down to like a 6 at least.
What if I just stood here and waited till I drowned?
Then
That'd be the suicide ending.
It's the bad ending.
Oh boy.
It's the Diddums ending, really.
Just like chose not to continue in the game. No, I'm not doing this.
Robotics just watching.
Oh.
What's he doing? Is he trying to hold his breath for... Wait.
He's trying to hold his breath!
You're gonna die. Sonic, get out of there. I'm gonna kill you. Don't try on yourself. Don't be a Diddum. Get out. Sonic Maniac. And
That's
then,
why they called
he
it
watches
Sonic
him drown
Mania.
himself, and then like Robotnik's like, oh my god,
I'm a real Diddums.
did I make him do that? I didn't mean to make him
I've
do
been a
that.
real Diddums today, Sonic, and I just want you to know. I didn't mean it.
Uh-oh. Rip run.
I'm done.
Goodbye, Sonic.
Done. Done.
Yep, that's the end. That's the end of Sonic 1. You made it. You didn't quite finish it. It's because he didn't renew his.
Did I it froze?
Yeah. Well, you said you were done.
It's
It's a fitting end.
frozen. Game's entirely frozen.
He didn't renew his Turnpike. Didn't put money in his Turnpike account, so he didn't get bubbles. You gotta put your Bubble Pike pass. Apparently, they're gonna start making those required.
Wow, what is happening?
I don't know, man.
Xbox Social?
Yeah, Xbox Social. Hey, Cortana.
Hey, Cortana.
Who uses Cortana?
Well, it's frozen.
So we switch to Flicky. Should we just switch to Flicky because we all know that's the most diddums of each of the games there is. That's okay, man. That was your last continue anyway.
All right, well,
it was over.
Here we are. God damn it.
It's okay.
Ah! All right.
Do the hotkeys transfer over from console to console? Because I think if you hit 2 on the numpad, it'll go to a Whoops.
Welcome back to your regularly scheduled Diddums.
I think it was set to Chode.
We had it set to Chode.
Yeah.
Darn.
That's why it was
We had it set to Chode.
That's why I was black for a second. Set to Chode. Chode cam.
They've gone to Chode.
Why didn't ya?
Because I'm a cat.
Oh, I guess I need to be in the emulator. Diddums.
Oh, you're gonna have to reset the hotkeys again.
Hmm? Why? The transfers game again.
Cause I just guessed.
Oh.
Well,
I thought it did. Yeah.
well, I don't know.
B button pad. Nothing seems to be working.
Well, it's called technical difficulties, and that's our thing.
Yeah,
It's
it would
really
seem.
the black screen. It's big and it's vast.
Giga Fusion.
We could play Sonic 3 on the TV behind us.
That's true, we could do that. It wouldn't be a terrible idea.
You guys can
Dude,
see?
this is our thing, we just turn around.
Yeah, we'll just turn around. You guys can see the back of our heads. And
Sonic 2
tiny-
Diddums Boogaloo.
A tiny screen of Sonic 3. Sonic 3. Who's ready for Sonic 5?
I'm ready for Sonic 5. Are you ready for Sonic 5?
Did they ever make a Sonic 4 Episode 2?
Yes.
Oh.
They did not make an episode 3, though.
Oh, okay. The only way I can keep track of what Sonic's come out when is looking at our LP log.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't follow Sonic, so
I
only
did an
follow
episode of
Kirby.
Sonic 4 episode 2.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did a whole... I finished it. I finished almost every Sonic game I played. On the thing.
Yeah, I can finish Generations. I remember Generations.
Yep. People loved Generations.
Generations love Generations. Generations love Sonic Generations.
That's me, Lucky Charms. My controller isn't working.
Oy vey. Maybe that's what crashed, not the game with the controller. There you go.
Okay, we got it.
Just gotta beat it to death.
I didn't hit 2-player.
You're not playing 2-player either.
Ugh.
What the cuss? What the diddums?
It worked for a second. I gotta tell you, man. I'm gonna lose my mind. Set the config again. Genesis.
It wouldn't be a stream with us.
Controllers.
Without some sort of stupid...
Xbox 360 control. No, it's the 8-bit dough M30. You darn idiot.
No, it's just Windows 10 likes to be a bee. It likes to be a diddum, you know?
What's being a real diddum?
I like every time I plug in my Blue Yeti, Windows 10 thinks it's a speaker. So it disables all my sound. It's like, why isn't it working? Oh, because it thinks the Blue Yeti's a speaker.
Apply. Let's try that. It just suddenly stopped recognizing it as my M30 and recognized it as an Xbox controller. Just in the middle of what I was doing.
No, that makes sense. Hey, Sonic's coming along. Or Tails coming along now.
You know what we're going to do? I'm going to show you a little trick. But to do that, I'm going to have to reset.
Pro gamer strats.
Right. Maybe I'll put this on our TikTok. Clip this, chat.
Clip it, chat.
Right.
Clip it, diddums. Diddums it.
First of all, switch to Sonic alone. You don't have to, but it'll be much easier. Then you want to collect 50 rings.
Which, in this game, isn't like trying to buy a video card MSRP.
That's true. This game's actually fun. You know why? First of all, it's faster.
And
See
it
that?
has tails in it. And it has the dash, yeah.
And it's got the dash. Oh, you see that pro gamer
Flash,
strat?
flash, 100-yard dash. Oh, yeah, we miss it. We miss it.
My favorite thing is going up to the side of the wall and jumping off of a wall during a dash. It's like one of the most fun things in the game.
Okay, we're going to go do the half pipe.
Right.
Fun.
Half pipe. So, strat number 1. Finish the half pipe first. Obviously. You guys get that. You have the skills that pay the bills. And that's all that matters. You know enough to at least beat the first one. Wow, that was awful. Missed a lot. That's okay though. It's alright. I'm still in this.
I don't have the skills, but I can still pay the bills. So that's something, right?
Oh man, I can't believe I'm whiffing so hard on this thing. Normally the first
Yeah,
one
I
I'm
don't
like,
feel bad.
on.
I think I've gotten a Chaos Emerald like once.
Really?
I'm awful at it.
I got real good at it for a while there. Okay, so
Not the Chaos Emerald.
we got the Chaos Emerald. Then, whatever, we got it. It's done. Ba 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 ba.
Then
Shut
you
up.
hit Alt F4.
Then you delete System 32. Then you're gonna soft reset your console. It'll appear that you're just playing a normal game. But notice, when we hit start on one player, Tails ain't there with us because it saved the setting.
Oh,
That's saved in the RAM. Right? Pretty cool.
so you never have to worry about starting as Tails anymore.
Well,
Unless you hard reset.
unless you hard reset or turn the game off, which is basically the same thing as hard resetting. We're gonna get those rangs
I mean,
again.
you just yank it out while it's, on.
Yeah,
The hard
my
reset.
hard reset.
That's how I would have
It's
done
my
it.
normal method.
Did you ever have a friend that did that?
No, I would have had some real problems with that person.
Because they're out there. Those people exist. Where they just... They're
Yank
like,
the
power's
cartridge out
on,
while
they
it's
just
still on.
yank it out.
It's messed
It
up.
always makes me wince when I see it.
All right,
I got an item.
bonus round.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, it didn't work on here.
Wi-Fi calling.
That's annoying. That's so annoying.
What?
Well, on certain versions of the game, when you soft reset, you keep the emerald.
Oh.
And you get to go to the next emerald level.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be one really quick way to get the...
Oh, I did that all the time as a kid. It works on my copy. But whatever's going on with this emulator probably isn't saving it the same way as it does in real life. So just another reason emulators are inferior. Damn it.
Plus, I don't play games in the emulator unless I have them in real life. Right?
Yeah, same. I've never played a game on an emulator that I didn't own. Ever. I do not have a giant folder full of every game that has ever been released for Sega Genesis and Saturn and Sega CD and Sega 32X
Yeah.
and Dreamcast. I do not have a folder like that.
Yeah.
I
just...
It's definitely not called the Dreamcast, the Champion Collection, and it's definitely not on archive.org available for anybody to download. I don't have that.
Good to know, because that'd be bad.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not that kind of guy.
just one thing I liked about I was wanted a Dreamcast because you can just burn a copy of the game and then play it.
It's supposedly not great for your disc, for your laser, but
Oh.
but that's just all conjecture. It's like
Yeah.
people saying what they've experienced and stuff.
But you can't do that with Saturn. You have to buy a $40 add-on to get. Well, that's if you buy a Japanese one like I did.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. What game should I get for Sega Saturn? 'Cause I don't know what games to get. I don't know any good games on Sega Saturn.
I would recommend any of the arcade titles. So like Daytona is a great one. I would recommend Crazy Taxi Streamcast. Knights. If you can ever get like mods running or get like an add-on to do an SD card, I would recommend Burning Rangers, but it's way too expensive in real life. But it's fun. It's like a fireman game, but you're an anime boy.
Ooh.
You put out fires.
Ooh. I know theme parks on it, so I'm getting that. But like, I got a Japanese Sega Saturn. I have no idea what to play on it.
Panzer Dragoon is another good choice. Sonic Jam is just fun because you get all the Sega Sonic games, and you can play them with a really good controller. And it has a little museum in it. It's something I'd actually really like to play for the stream at some point. I guess it'll be part of this.
An anime diddum for sure. For sure, it's an anime
Mr.
diddum.
Anime Diddums!
Get away from me, diddum kid.
Oh, some of those rings really got away from me that time. Come on, give me some more.
Give me some more of those ding ding dings.
Oh god, I barely
Cool.
made it.
Get 140 wings. That was
Ooh.
stupid. Now stupid. Get 140, you dummy. Game just starts insulting you. Now you did him. Start getting more rings, you stupid. Oh, you get those tricky bombs. I hate this mini game. This mini game's like my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
It was always my favorite as a kid.
I like orb jumpies. That's just me.
The orb jumpies, man, that was my least favorite.
I like orb jumpies.
I was so bad at orb jumpies.
I don't like spinny birdfish. I'm not a big fan of spinny birdfish.
Spinny birdfish can go home.
Yeah, spinny birdfish is a fever dream. And then I do like the gumballs one.
If we worked on it together as part of Retro Reset someday in the future, because we already have a lot of projects going on right now, would you help me make a Sonic the Hedgehog mini game that is the tornado doing a shmup? Basically just like Raiden,
Oh.
right? But
Yeah.
with the tornado.
Where'd you go? You're hiding in the bushes.
We could essentially, like, do a tutorial for top-down shooters. Because that's
Yeah.
all it would be. It would just be a top-down shooter with Sonic stuff in it. Right?
Yeah?
I feel like that is a slam dunk idea for a Sonic fan game.
Tornado.
What do you think?
Yeah.
And you like shmups, so you know way more about shmups than I do.
Shmup.
You're a
Little
shmup.
shmup.
You're a shmup boy.
It's an excellent diddum idea. I agree. Or is it a diddum idea?
I'd say it's one of the most diddly-diddum ideas I've ever heard.
Yeah. Platforms are never where I want them to be. They look like floating Twinkies covered in grass. They look delicious.
I always thought the palm trees in Sonic look really cool.
They do. I like them. I like the parallax scrolling too.
No! Man, why am I bad at this right now?
It's just you're letting the diddum get to you. You shouldn't let the spirit of the diddum is getting to you.
The spirit of the Diddum.
It's really, it's all in the mind. Jeez, how many of these can you do in one level, eh?
A bunch.
Oh.
There's like three
Well,
at
that's
least.
good. At least you get
Every
like, more
checkpoint.
more opportunities to get the Chow Emeralds.
Yes.
Are we gonna do a supersonic run on all the original 3 eventually?
Yeah, we will have to. You know, I feel like I need the footage. Well, the first one doesn't have supersonic.
At
It's
some
just
point.
and there's only 6 Chaos Emeralds.
We need to do a
In the
100%
original.
run of Kirby Superstar.
Oh hell
Get all the treasures.
yeah! Nice.
Nice.
Oh man, I missed it saying cool and 69. I feel like that would have been a great screenshot. It's not like I'm recording this.
That's true.
Oh, I'm not recording this.
No, you're not. You're not recording it. Are you supposed to be? Probably a little bit.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of footage. Here, we'll just pause it after the mini game and slap it on.
Okay, fine.
You just need some footage.
I just need the footage.
You need some footage.
And I'm really surprised that when I reset, I didn't get the emerald. It usually worked for me. Did I reset too soon? Am I a fool? Did I reset during the menu screen where it says you got a Chaos Emerald?
Oh hell, I don't know. My head was in like Diddum land. Thinking about like Diddums. What's your favorite colored Chaos Emerald? I'm gonna say green, right? I think I already asked you this question.
Yeah.
I like red.
I also like the purple one. Purple's good. I love gyms, man. I could just look into a gym all day. I'm like Rouge the
Yeah,
Bat.
if you ever get an opportunity to buy one of those big fake crystals on eBay, buy it. Like the diamond-ly looking ones.
Yep.
You can just stare at them for hours and then stick your eye up against them.
And they look cool as heck. Oh!
They look cool as Diddums.
They're like, I would say, like top Diddums content.
Top Diddum.
If I had to if I was put to a question, how much Diddums do you think would fit inside this game? I'd probably say at least 7 to 8 Diddums. No.
Whoa. No. Absolutely not. She's a foot rubber.
Oh no.
Could you get the Chaos Emerald, die, then restart, and then get them all again? No? You need a lot of lives.
Oh, that's a good question. What act are we even on? Have we finished the first level?
I don't know. You got 5 minutes left. I don't know why that's important to know. It's a really hard level to get through. You gotta keep it in check. It's the first level.
Okay.
First act. Or second act.
First act. Second act would have a boss at the end. Because
You're
this
right.
game got rid of the third act because it's smart. Except
Yeah.
for in Metropolis Zone, which can go die.
Oh yeah, I like the music in Metropolis Zone though. Like I said, I think I said something on Twitch about liking Metropolis Zone. I don't like the zone.
Yes.
I like the music.
That's fair. You know, that's actually...
Oh, I know. It's probably a Michael Jackson song, right?
no, actually. It follows a similar chord progression to a Hives song, which came out much later.
No,
So it's almost like the Hives copied Metropolis.
I would.
Have you ever heard that song, Walk Idiot Walk?
No.
You should, it's good. I think you'd like it.
I've seen.
Were you a Hives fan back in the day?
Nope.
No?
I don't know who it is.
Oh man, this only works for me sometimes. Cool. Doesn't always let me go in there. The Hives are a band from the 2000s.
Oh.
They sang that song, do what I want, cause I can, cause I want, because I wanna.
Oh yeah.
Don't wanna get content ID.
I was too busy listening to Eiffel 65.
Yeah. In the 2000s?
PLA, yes. PLAYSTATION.
PlayStation.
I'm blue, and I beat off a guy, and I'll beat off a guy, and I'll beat... That's what he says.
I'm blue.
Seriously, next time you hear that song, because you know it comes on the radio all the time, you won't be able to get that out of your head. Whoa.
See that pro gamer move?
Yeah. ASOS pro gamer move. Someone clip that.
Clip that.
Clip that.
Clip that chat.
Clip that chat. F's in the chat because I'm a beast. Wait. Poggers? That's what they say.
Whoa, this is so
Was that a pogger move? I still don't know what the hell that is.
Poggers?
What's a pogger?
It's like a reference to something that happened in a stream where a guy was doing this.
Right.
And his nickname was, I think, had poggers in it, or pog.
Neat. I thought Pog was a fat ass white girl. Which is stupid.
Spelled
because,
differently.
Yeah, I know. P-A-W-G. Which is stupid because P is also a shortened word. It's P-H-A-T. You can't do that. Can you double down on abbreviations?
Yeah, that's a double abbreviation there.
You can't do that.
It's a lot.
There's my fave, bruh.
Red?
Yeah, I love red. I love trains.
See, they're not even flickering on the feed.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because we're running a different refresh rate on this than I probably.
Probably.
You love Diddums. I'm glad. We got a real a Diddumsite, a follower of Diddum. Thanks for joining our religion. See, you thought you were just adopting a catchphrase. No, you joined a religion.
The Diddums.
The Diddum religion.
The Diddums Church of
Church of Diddum.
I don't have to do that crap anymore
What
where
happened
I
to my dad? I did.
have to, like, ration my speed. Because now I have the...
You just got P-Roned.
Wow.
That same guy just gave you the bee's knees twice.
It's frustrating. I'm just trying to collect enough rings. See, that's the problem with this version of the game. If you put Knuckles in here, he keeps his rings after the special stage.
Huh.
Now, see, look, it only lets you in there sometimes. See that?
Get it to a different...
There's... there she...
Oh, you got Diddums hard, brah. F's in the chat.
F's in the chat for my Diddums.
For his Diddum move there.
I'm really getting Diddums.
Okay, you hit record.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, it must have been recording this whole time. Because I haven't hid anything different.
Bonus round. Wi-Fi calling again.
I hate everything. That's all I have to say about this. I just hate everything. God.
Dude, the Diddums has gotten to you.
The Diddums is strong in this one.
I feel the power of the Diddum.
Alright. Well, I gotta get more rings. See that little pro move there?
Yeah. Believe in the Diddums, bro. It'll lead you to paradise.
I believe in my Diddums.
Can you take a? You can take an invincibility to the boss and just like KO him, can't you?
Yes, but that's not what I'm gonna do. So I need more rings. I need to get a Chouse Emerald. Oh, missed it. Missed it by that much. Wow. Alright, I give up.
Hey, let's just move on, move along like you always do. And even if your hope is gone.
Move along, just to make it through.
When I was a kid, I used to get real pissed off at this boss. Because I always thought that the drill came out randomly, so I get real on edge. After a couple hits, I'm like, I wouldn't expect it. And then, like, he comes out, and then, like, the drill comes out with him, and you're just like, oh!
I like to stand in the explosion.
Yeah, because you're You're like that raptor in Die Hard. No, I'm sorry, that was Jurassic.
Sorry, Jurassic World.
Look how I enjoyed the chat just to say nice. And F.
Yes.
That's classy. Classy. That's me. Classic Diddums move.
I'm definitely going to like use that screenshot though in my personal life.
What?
The screenshot. I'm gonna go into the video.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a screenshot of 69 Nice, and then I'm gonna use that screenshot in my personal life.
I hope so.
I'm gonna like.
Here's
Oh, did you see that
Yeah.
pro gamer move?
Pro Gamer.
That was
move.
not on purpose.
Chat. Can you clip that?
Can we get a Diddums in the chat, y'all?
Clip that.
Clip that chat.
Clip it.
The joke is just gonna be that nobody ever clip anything. Okay, I want you to know that. Never clip.
Don't do it.
Don't upload us on YouTube.
What was I gonna say? Is it gonna be me? Am I gonna get a text at midnight or some random night that's just 69 nights?
Yes.
Just
You are the recipient of all my weird stuff.
Hey, you wanna hang out this weekend? 69 nice.
Yes, exactly. It's a new response image.
Gushers?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to
Solid choice.
you want to gusher?
Impressed and taken back to 7th grade. Punchline. Oh,
Nice.
It just makes me gush to think about him.
Gross. Let me ask you.
Wholesome way.
Let me ask you a question, Kyle. And this is very
I
there's
don't
a
know
little
how to
bit of a
clip
change
either.
in tone.
Am I supposed to clip? I think I'm a mod. I could clip.
Oh, you did? You
I'm modded. I don't know. Anyways, ask the question because I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, that's fine. Here's the question. Serious change of tone.
Okay.
Who was phone?
What?
Who was phone?
Who was phone?
Yeah. Who
Huh?
was phone?
I don't know.
You remember that?
No.
All right. I need you to
Remember.
go on. I need you to remember first of all, because that was hilarious.
I don't
Secondly,
remember.
get on your phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you who was phone.
Okay.
Look up who was phone. Creepypasta.
Okay. Blue
right.
waffle.
Wow.
No, wait.
Better not.
Tub girl.
Yeah, thank you. Don't ever
That's
do
a
that.
movie.
The movie?
Yeah.
Who was phone?
The movie?
No.
It's got a 3.9 out of 10.
I need you to like.
Starving.
I said look up
Stephen
who was phone
David Dean.
creepypasta, so you can
Oh.
read it on the chat, or not read it on the chat. Read it on the stream.
Okay. I mean, that seems kind of a Diddums thing to do.
Doesn't that seem like a Diddums thing? That's what Diddums would want.
Yeah.
You know what Diddums is reminding me of now? Sam and I just watched Dreamcatcher. Remember Duddits? Have you seen Dreamcatcher?
No.
I hadn't seen Dreamcatcher until the other day, so
No.
yeah, it's bad.
A so horrible, it's amazing creepypasta, which becomes...
Read the creepypasta, not the friggin' fandom Wikipedia entry.
No.
You
Is
dipstick.
So you're with your honey and you're making out when your phone rings. You answer it in the voice. Is what are you doing with my daughter? You tell your girl and she say, my dad is dead. Then who was phone?
You see?
Yeah.
Who was phone? So, can you tell me who was phone, Kyle?
How about that? That drowned kid.
Been drowned?
Been drowned. That's who it was. Found out. It was probably Des Bruno Mars. The guy that is gay. Maybe gay. Which is the rumor.
I like in this one that you can headbang without the screen going up and
Oh,
down.
yeah. It's kind of nice. The phone was Diddums.
Everyone is Diddums. You're Diddums, I'm Diddums.
Have you ever seen... what movies have I watched lately? I watched Hereditary. And I'm not usually a big fan of horror movies, but that one was okay. The horror movie loses me when one of two things happens. I'll know it's really bad if the acting sucks, one. Two, if boobs come out relatively quickly. Hereditary was good because it didn't do any of that, but...
that was, like, early on, that was all that happened.
Yeah, no, it was so boring. Like, okay, boobs, cool, now you just don't have to pay attention to the rest of the movie. Boobs are over.
But that said, Halloween, one of the greatest spooky movies of all time. Boobs in the first scene.
Tasteful boobs, though.
Are they? They get stabbed.
Well, I mean...
immediately.
Well, no, I mean, like, sex scene boobs.
I see.
Like Cabin Fever boobs. Remember Cabin Fever boobs?
I haven't seen Cabin Fever.
You haven't seen Cabin... Oh, Jesus.
Are we talking like Jennifer Love Hewitt? I Know What You Did Last Summer?
This is like D-list, some random chick they found at,
Denny's.
Boise State.
at a Denny's.
At a Denny's.
As a
that we're gonna film for this crappy movie. But Hereditary was good. The only thing I don't like about another horror movie trope I don't like is the climb on walls thing. It's not scary.
The what?
It stopped
Climbing
being
on the
scary
walls?
a long time ago. It's just weird. Ugh, I'm climbing on walls because I inherited Spider-Man powers when I became possessed.
Yeah.
No, just the floating thing. Okay, sure. Climbing on walls thing, I just don't like it.
You know what scares me is game glitches.
Dude, it was good though. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Game glitches. What's a scary game glitch? Oh, did you see that one I had at Smart Ball?
No.
You didn't see that Smart Ball glitch?
That was maybe a long time ago. When did you play Smart Ball?
It was a long time ago. It was back when I was living in Wicklow.
Oh man, Wicklow.
I was playing. I was like, it's late at night. I got back from work. I was working in like an overnight shift, and I couldn't sleep. So I said, I'm gonna do an LP, because I didn't have to work the next day. I was gonna do an LP of a really short game called Smart Ball, and it's a game I played a long time ago that I really liked. It's a real simple cutesy platformer. I paid like $4 for, and they actually made a sequel that I bought. It's a repro, but I bought a repro sequel that came out in Japan. Called because in Japan it's called Jerry Boy.
Yes, Jerry Boy.
But it's actually Jelly Boy. But in America it got switched to Smart Ball.
Right.
Because he's the smart boy. Anyway, I digress. So I started playing the game. Yeah, you remember that. MS Paint thumbnail. I only did MS Paint thumbnails, gosh darn it.
That was so fun though.
That's my thing.
No!
Anyways, I started to play it, and in the first part, within the first like 2 or 3 minutes, my SNES just starts making this rumbling noise, like through the speakers.
Wow.
It was unsettling.
That is pretty creepy.
I was a little unnerved. I'll have to show it to you after we're done.
Yeah. Doy.
The screen just cut out, and it was like, I'm like, this is the devil. I'm like, oh god.
Satan is here.
That's the new Smash Brothers character. The last
Last
fighter's past.
Satan is here.
Oh, we didn't speculate who we thought the last fighter would be.
Oh, that's true, but they haven't announced it yet. You know.
Who cares?
Like,
I mean, who plays Super Smash Bros. Anyway? Whoops.
God dang it.
Calling bullshit. Calling diddums on that.
I'm gonna have to call Didum's pass on
But
that
yes,
one.
if your SNES was making noises, then who was phone? Alan.
It's a good question. I'm gonna say phone was Ralph Nader
No, it was Chris Pratt.
breathing over the line, waiting for you.
It was Chris Pratt.
It's Chris Pratt?
Yep.
Oh dang. Mike Jones from Star Tropics. That would be great.
I'm waiting for Gino. It's gotta be Gino.
I would love Gino. I love Chrono. I know we have a ton of anime sword
but I'm
fighters.
telling you, oh my god, I'd be okay with Chrono.
Yeah, me too.
It's just fucking Goku. I don't know if they could get access to it because I'm pretty sure.
Squeenix.
Yeah, I know, but Final Fantasy VII's in it.
That's true.
But it's also an Akira Toriyama character, isn't it? You got the spiky fleas right off the bat, dude.
Yes, it is.
Hey, you got the jackpot! Right off the bat, dude. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but who knows? Because Chrono Trigger's been shrouded in mystery forever. I still wouldn't want to see I don't want to see a sequel of it because I think it's just gold the way it is.
I mean, they did make a sequel.
Well, I mean, it's not really a sequel.
I mean, Chrono and Luca and everybody are in it.
Yeah, I know, but from what I've read, it's not really. It's just loosely based in the story of Chrono Trigger. It's not really a sequel.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb.
Radical Dreamers is supposed to be more of a direct sort of in between.
Yeah.
That kind of describes it, but I never played it.
Radical Dreamers is like a text game. It's kind of fun.
I've seen it, but I never played it.
I played
Talks
it.
about the amulet briefly. I didn't make it all the way through the whole channel. It's like I kind of want to try it myself, but
Well, we'll do it on the channel sometime, man.
yeah,
It'll be fun.
but I don't want. I
mean-
don't want to see a true successor to Chrono because I think it's gold the way it is.
Yeah, same. I wouldn't even want to see. I used to think, like, as a kid, I was like, oh man, I'd love to see a 3D remake. No, I don't.
No, I don't.
I like the pixel art. I like it for what it is. I don't want it to be another thing, And I think that's the thing that bothers me about a lot of remakes. It's like, no. I liked it because it was how it was. Like a live action remake of something, like the Cowboy Bebop show, right? Cowboy Bebop is a great anime. I like it because it's an anime. I like it in animated form. There's no reason that it needs to be live action.
Yeah.
It's perfect how it is. I don't need it. Thank you.
They did that with Avatar.
Mhm.
It was a bad idea.
Yep.
And then M. Night Shyamalan's like, I'm gonna do old, and that's just apparently it was shit.
It's real bad.
That's according to what Drew said. I don't know. Was it Drew or was it Joe? Might have been Joe. Said it's hot garbage.
What was?
Old. Drew or Joe, one of them or both watched it and got on Facebook and ranted about how bad it was. Oh, no!
Not enough rings.
Wah, wah,
This one is hard. I always have
wah.
trouble with this one.
Is this the greeny beanie?
Huh?
Is
Maybe.
the fourth one the green one?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You can't see it because the camera's on us, but the computer is themed after a chaos symbol.
Yep.
But it's inside the tornado.
Yeah.
We did a stream where we built this computer. It was a blast.
Yeah, man. So fun.
3 in the morning. At 3:30.
It was great, though.
I fucking regretted it the next morning.
Oh, sorry.
But it was fun. I would do it again.
You wouldn't?
I would.
Oh, well, then you didn't regret it.
I mean, I regretted it then because.
Oh, I mean, your body regretted it?
Because my kid woke up. My kid still woke up at 6. So
Oh, that's fun. I'm glad that I could ruin your day.
it's fine.
I'm
You know what else is good? Mother 3.
going to let my hair down.
Okay.
We're going for it, man.
You gonna let your hair down and let the diddums take hold?
I'm letting the diddums come out.
Shake your diddums loose. I bought some diddums jeans.
I'm going with diddum on diddum style today.
You know, they call me Diddum Dan. Oh, look how impatient.
Call it a
Sonic's
shake it
getting.
out.
Sonic's getting real impatient. with
He's
me.
sleepy now.
Mother 3 is great. It's also one of the few games that made me tear up.
Yeah?
The ending is intense. Put it that way. For a Game Boy Advance game. Holy shit.
So I've heard.
It's got some very,
Serious themes?
yeah, like it doesn't pull punches.
I really like that, though. I like that they can use the childlike nature of the graphics to sort of... I feel like a lot that works a lot of times in games like that, where you can use those graphics to sort of lull your...
It's
or
very...
It lulls you into a false sense of security.
It's very Miyazaki. It's like it's like, cartoon. It's this really beautiful, childish-looking art style, and then there's a bunch of a very childish storyline, and then something real effed up happens.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it gets you harder because it's happening in a game that's like, oh, this was all supposed to be, nice and childlike and stuff. And, Miyazaki movies do that too.
I don't remember how season 1 ended. I remember it being okay. I stopped watching when they got to the prison. I stopped watching it.
Here we go.
Walking
Maximum points
Walking
time.
Dead. The only other game that made me tear up was also on the Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Kuni got me the first time. But
Yeah, that game's
Oh,
great.
I next season game. Yeah. The show was alright up till the second season or third season. When they left the farm and went to the I mean, it's a zombie show. But once they got to the prison, I lost interest. Pretty damn fast. I also want a painting of the background of this level.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
the
that's
background.
cool.
I would pay money to have just a poster of that. Look how pretty it is.
It's awesome.
Also, so the other game that got me was Final Fantasy VI in the opera scene. How about that damn music? Very beautiful.
That's actually from Undertale. What I was singing.
Devin thought that Undertale and Deltarune was the same thing.
What idiot.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you. She's never played Undertale. I was supposed to know, but at the same time,
Dummy.
I haven't played it either, so.
It's good. It's worth it. It's worth your time.
I know you've gotten me to play it a few times. And it's weird because everyone keeps telling me how great it is, so it's like I have too high of expectations.
It's not the
point
best
where
game
I'm
ever.
just
I'm just saying you'll get the references. It's about
interested in it.
laughing.
Yeah, I know.
It's about having a good time and laughing, and not. It doesn't need to be perfect experience.
I know. I'm not saying it is a perfect experience.
I know.
Oh yeah, they do look like hot dogs. Hell yeah. Mustard, ketchup. No rum.
Relish. I'm just saying it's worth your time, and as somebody who loves who loves Earthbound, you will get all the jokes, and it will make you happy because it's so influenced by by Earthbound. And you liked Halloween Hack,
Yeah, I know.
which is just his
I'm not
first
saying
thing.
I won't like it. It's just I don't know.
You're just never gonna play it.
My expectations are too high now.
It's just lower your expectations then. It's so frustrating to see a game that you would actually really like,
I know.
and just to see you be like, well, no, because you told me to.
What was it? It was just you. It was everybody.
I know.
And then I actually did a painting of the start screen from so like in SimCity when you started up on the Super Nintendo. I actually did a painting of that. Did I show you that?
I don't think so. Oh, you showed me the SimCity thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you showed me that.
I'm actually working on some background one. I was doing all the Super Nintendo racetrack backgrounds. Yeah. I'll play it eventually. I promise.
Okay.
It's just I'm so easily distracted by other stupid games like Minecraft. I'm gonna play Minecraft.
I don't know.
Minecraft.
It's just maybe we'll stream it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll stream it. You haven't watched a. Have you watched a playthrough? All right, then don't watch playthrough. Just don't think about it, and then eventually
I don't have a problem with that.
it'll be something that we do together.
Oh, I hate this boss.
Okay.
Least favorite boss. Least favorite boss. I hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
I always think it's kind of easy.
Well, I don't know why. It's those stupid things he drops. Those little red droplets get you. And I'm always the wrong place, the wrong time for it. Just wondering. Thousands, thousands, how the places spins. Whoa!
What did I even hit?
That red dot thing. See what I mean?
God.
See what I mean? He got you right in the diddums. He uses his diddums to diddum you, sir.
All right.
I always love doing that too. Just running right into that bumper and just sticking to it for a sec.
And here we go. Ugh, why? Why?
He sucks. I don't like him. He makes me anxious. I don't know. Maybe it's the sound he makes. Ugh. It's like you're in this happy casino level and he's just like,
There we go.
why? I don't know what it is about him. It just frustrates me. Puts me on edge. Oh yeah, did you see the first Colors Ultimate boss? Does it really honestly only take 3 hits to take down?
Man, it's been so long since I played that game. I'm not sure.
That was underwhelming. You're watching Game Grumps play it.
The first boss?
Did it really just take 3 hits? Yeah. Okay.
It may be. I can't
But yeah,
remember.
could you imagine like a nice painting of that or like
Yeah, that'd be cool,
poster?
man.
Just be sweet. I like the colors and the.
I like the
Yeah.
shiny bits.
Someone needs to do that. Just make posters of the parallax backgrounds, or paintings of parallax backgrounds from old SNES and SNES platformers,
Yeah.
racing games. I'd buy the shit out of that. You know how much money I spent at freaking Nakacon? An ungodly amount. I can't help it. I have a problem.
It happens, you know.
God, we had a horrible. Everything was fine except the hotel because they gave us a room that never got cleaned. We got there at like 10 o'clock at night and we were tired, and the goddamn room was still dirty. The girl that was working about the counter was like, "Ah, shit, I don't have any other rooms to give you." Like, oh fuck, great. Thankfully, she just meant like because we got a 2-bedder because we thought we had other people coming, and so she gave us a king
Nice.
size bed, it was still horrendous. I hated that bed. But it wasn't a normal hotel, it was an extended stay. So there were college students literally living in it.
Whoa. Alright.
It had a full-size kitchen and everything. It was a nice room, but
Right.
I didn't expect it to be like a rent and hotel. It was very off-putting. Strange.
See if I can get up there.
But other than that, the con was fun. It was about a third of the size it normally is. Yep. Go along, brush your diddums off.
Okay. Alright.
Oh.
Here we go.
They bought like 7 posters, 2 keychains. I got a whole magnet set of the entire Earthbound crew.
That's cool.
I got like 2 Kirby.
Now you can
things.
wear poo on your
Yeah.
shirt.
Well, no. If they're magnets, so like they go in
Now you can put poo on your fridge.
Yeah, I just put them in the fridge right now. Actually. And then I bought some Kirby pins and little figurines, and I bought Devin an Asuna figure.
Who's that?
The girl from Sword Art Online.
Ah.
She really likes her, so I was like, okay, I'll get it for her.
There's a funny TikTok I saw that was like, you know, if you like this, you should try this. Kind of like a recommendation thing for anime.
Yeah.
It was like, if you like Sword Art Online, you should try Touching Grass.
Yeah. I can see that. I watched the first season and part of the second season when I stopped.
Yeah. Something about those MMO anime I just can't get into.
Well, the problem I had with it was the plot was interesting for the first one because oh shit, you know, they can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
But then they knowingly walk back into it later, and the same shit happens, and then they act surprised.
That's just the plot of Dot Hack Sign.
Yeah. I'm just like, do you guys have short-term memory problems?
Probably.
No motivation to be there. It's like they give you that power up because they know that fire will be too high before you get to it. They just know it. It's like there's no way.
Well, it would only be if you didn't have the if you have the power up, it lets you get there. If you don't have the power up, you get there in time.
Oh, okay.
So it's a different experience.
Oh.
I got the power up too because I went to the secret area.
It's a secret. We're hiding in the bushes. Hiding in the bushes.
You know what?
Hiding
We're
in
gonna
the
go the top.
bushes.
We're gonna go the high road.
Hiding in the bushes. What game was that from?
Oh, Tesla grad. Wow, man, you just brought up like a really old memory. I'm hiding in the bushes. Man, that was a dumb joke too.
I liked it.
Not funny.
I figured, like, when we get a bot that, because people will lurk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what we call the hilltop clip strat.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, yeah.
And
just
you
got-
actually lose those
right.
rings on purpose. It's part of the strat.
Okay.
You know?
But, like, I was thinking, like, because we're going to have a bot that has to say something when people lurk.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, so-and-so is hiding
Hiding in the bushes. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that would be great.
That's awesome.
No one would get it. But it doesn't matter because we would giggle.
Yes, that's true. Dude, Michael, I have a question for you. Do you remember during the times when
21st
we
night of
were
September.
like during the old LP days, right? Do you remember anybody else having a? And I remember obviously there were people who did combined two-person Let's Play channels where they had one person doing one type of episode, another person doing another type of episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
Psycho and Zygon did that. Or no, Psycho and Silver Trinity did that. Was there anybody who did a Game Grumps style thing where they did LPs together back in those days? Because I feel like we were some of the first people to do it.
I'm sure we were on the front line.
Right? Like, it was super early, but I don't remember anybody else doing it at the time, but I don't have actual proof of that.
I don't think LPs exploded until later.
Yeah.
My Body Harvest, the number one on, you know what the number one video on Sweet Victor 117 is?
It's Body Harvest, right?
No.
No?
Bean Bark. Part 1 has passed it. 17,000 views.
Nice.
What? Why is that game so popular? I don't get it.
It's fun to watch, man.
I
And
guess
you're
so.
engaging host.
I played it more on the stream a while ago.
Yeah. I know.
Bitches Fries. I was Bitches Fries.
I remember Bitches Fries.
Bitches Fries.
It's Kirby Land, bitch.
Yeah.
Can't be stealing my glory, bitch.
You be stirring my glory. It's Kirby Man, bitch. Which, by the way, in the manga there is a frame
Yeah.
where he says it's Kirby Land, and I kind of want to.
Oh, that needs to be your profile picture.
All right. Oh,
Holy
I love
crap.
that spot. You gotta bounce back and forth for a little while.
Okay, here we go.
You just gotta giggle back for a minute. Get your diddums out. Shake the diddums.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I was like,
That's amazing. This is Kirby Land.
because there was a chapter where DDD's king,
Yeah.
but they try to vote in a new king and Kirby wins, and he's like, it's Kirby Land. Or no, yeah, and then he leaves and he makes his own land and he calls it Kirby Land.
That's amazing.
He uses Gooey's tongue to set up the borders. But we could do a Kirby marathon after Sonic.
Hell yeah. You could lead up the box set video.
You have to set the example because I don't.
Well, we're gonna build it together. I have like it's just a vague idea right now.
It's gonna blossom into a beautiful diddum flower.
I think so. I think it's gonna be fun. We just gotta work at it. Come up with some. I figured we could do like a brainstorming session and maybe write a script once we have the footage. You know,
Yeah.
talk about how we felt about the games, and you can give a perspective of somebody who didn't necessarily play every single one at the time it came out. You know.
Yeah.
I can do the fan perspective, and you can do the they're okay perspective.
I got you. Oh yeah. So the I got you. Kind of like Nostalgia Goggles.
Yes, exactly.
In the next episode of Retro Reset, which is going to be Road Rash 64. Stay tuned for that. We're doing Road Rash 64 in the next Retro Reset. The current one, which was TMNT 4 versus Hyperstone Heist, was released recently, so you should go listen to that. There, Nintendo person. Yeah, I don't remember either. We might have been the first ones. I remember Psycho and Troll Trinity. That's about it. I didn't watch that many people.
And they didn't play together. That was not a thing they did.
A fun thing to do also is to go back to your YouTube channel and then look through your favorites and go to the bottom of the list for when favorites were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just see what's down there. Like, has your taste changed? Are they still funny? Is it funny? Is it useful? Oh, beautiful. It's Pinky.
That's the Amy Emerald.
Yeah, they're the ones that kind of, they kind of broke that barrier.
Yeah. We did the different games, but we also had the Brofist plays, you know?
Which I'm pretty sure we were
I'm
on
pretty sure
before
that was
PewDiePie.
unique.
I don't like this fight either. You have no rings, sir.
I thought I did, so I took a chance.
You took a gamble. You lost. You don't have any rings this time either.
Well, that's fun.
Whoops. He's really not that hard of a boss. And it's not so much his difficulty that makes him so anxiety-inducing. It's how many bounces you can get off of him. Because like sometimes you get 5, sometimes you can get 6, sometimes you can only get 4. And it spins. Sometimes your angle of approach messes up and then you get thrown off.
Theme song from King's Quest 6.
Oh, nice. I think my first was Drinking Out of Cups.
Really?
Dan Deacon's Drinking Out of Cups.
Clip that, chat. Clip that.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's going to have 10 lives. What in the absolute dump truck? Because sometimes you could... Oh, sometimes you could jump on him right before he goes in, but then you have to worry about the fire flames.
Yeah.
Then, and I think I got... what was it?
Harvester.
Super Mario Frustration and Mario 2 Hardcore, I think, in the top 3. Down there in the favorites. Dan Beacons freaking out.
Oh man, Super Mario Hardcore is so funny, and Super Mario Frustration, two classics of the genre
I'll
that I
double
still
check.
watch today.
Double check. I think that's what's on the bottom.
Man, I haven't checked my favorites so long. Let's check my favorites.
Check your favorites. Whoever has the best one wins a prize. Oh, this is my favorite zone right here, Mrs. Cave. Bonus round. I don't know how to access my channel. This is a problem. What do I hit? Oh, here we go. Look at that awesome. Did you see my? It's the Varric's Nightmare thumbnail. You can't see this on my Earthbound Halloween hack playthrough. Was actually done in Photoshop. It's awful.
Well, you get the. I feel like that was the aesthetic you chose.
Well, that I'm just being goofy.
Yeah, you know.
I need to go back to playing Sim Ant, dude. We missed Sim Ant, right? Let's see, favorites. Here we are. Way at the bottom, we got no, it's Auto Tune the News 8 with T-Pain, followed by Super Mario Bros. Frustration, followed by Mental Health Hotline. Now, Mario Bros. 2 Hardcore got deleted originally. I never added the new one.
You're right. Wasn't that by some? Oh man.
Yeah, I wish I still uploaded regularly.
Do you remember Darkside Phil?
No. Talking with Kitty Cat 1 is number 4, and then Julian Smith Malk is number 5. Up here on number 7 is Muffins by Liam Kyle Sullivan.
You know something funny?
Just my pants is number 10. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. He was saying there's only one LP channel he watches that still uploads regularly.
In the olden days.
You know, the one I know of is Rock Paper Mario.
Yeah, he still
still
kinda
goes at it,
on
man.
and off, yeah.
I appreciate it.
Bowser travels his hit with the spin. I actually I participated in this little oh my god.
God damn it.
Summertime Madness one time.
Yeah,
I did Harvester.
I remember that. I played that game after you told me about it. It was fun.
Too weird for me.
I think I beat it.
Hard penis.
I think I beat it.
Yeah, I know you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I watched you do it.
Oh, you did? Were you there?
Yeah. It was
That's
when
so
we lived
funny.
together at Westbrook.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We used to eat pork chops.
My sense of time is so mixed up,
We
man.
used to eat pork chops and tortilla pizzas and the whole thing.
The whole bit.
The Lodge? Never heard of one.
But, yeah, Rock, Paper, Mario, man.
I'll get back to
Going at it.
uploading someday. Maybe when my kid's in school or something. I'll be like the only 50-year-old uploading. Hey guys, I've been uploading since I was 21. And now I talk like Larry Cable Guy.
For some reason,
Oh,
my
the
voice
launch
is
from
complete.
Harvester. Yeah,
My
yeah,
voice and personality have completely changed.
yeah. Good
knows why.
hard penis. I just never forget that part. It's that guy that sits in front of his car and talks about that girl that works at the diner and just wants to dick her. I mean, he just wants to Didymer, you know? Wow, those little panels like, nope, not for you, Sonic. You can't jump on. You keep
I
bouncing
can't. I
back
mean,
and
like,
forth.
I'm not good at the game, you know?
I remember at some point, too, some two kids eat their mom.
Yep.
That game is great in its own way.
It's so weird, man.
It's weird, but I mean, it breaks down. It does a lot of stuff that horror games don't do.
Yeah.
Like, you can ask your mom to screw, and she'll be like, maybe later.
It's so gross.
It's so strange. It's great. It's messed up. It is really messed up, but in its own right, like,
Yeah.
in originality's sake, they did great.
Yeah, that's true. They did a
Oh.
good job.
I can't knock them for it. Oh. Slow-moving spiky ball. See, if there's a Sonic 1, those things would be flying around. And probably triple the size.
Probably.
Oh, crates. I used to get smushed by those every time I was
Me
racing that
too,
brother.
man. Especially if you're trying to get this one. This is like how you get smushed.
Yep.
Because you're not paying attention.
Plunk.
So awkward.
But Earthbound Halloween Hack, I'm pretty sure is like the only other like spooky game I've ever played.
I'm not much of a
Ooh.
spooky Game Boy.
Ooh. I'm
See
not
that?
either. Like, the only reason I played it is because Toby Fox made it.
Right.
And it's really well written. And the game itself, he doesn't even like that game.
Yeah.
He wasn't very happy with it. But
That's because he swore a lot. It's all the swearing.
he swore a lot? I don't
Yeah,
think he never swore
in the
once
game.
in the game.
That's what he said.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
He didn't like it. Was all like, it was very...
Classy and angry.
Yeah.
I get it. It's super well done, though. Like,
That's edgy for edgy's sake.
so
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that's what he
I
said.
don't know if you've heard of it or not, Michael, but like it's a hack of Earthbound where they swap Ness out for a guy named Varric, and he has to save the original guys from like a I don't know if I really so the story takes place as if they failed against Gygas and never came back. So basically, Dr. Endernuts goes insane and like creates this alternate reality that he lives in, so he doesn't have to deal with the guilt or something, and he just gets driven mad. You eventually have to fight the moon phase thing or whatever. Yeah, Megalovania is in it.
It's also in a issue of Homestuck. In the comic.
But yeah, that's good. I remember it's very hard. It's a hell of a learning curve. You have to look up a walkthrough in it. There's no way you could beat it without knowing exactly what to do
That's annoying.
in each of the fights. Because it doesn't like you don't know what works against what boss, so you're just gonna be dying over and over again. Thank God for save states. If I didn't use my Retron, I wouldn't have played it. But then I broke my Retron, so I haven't been able to finish
My
it.
Retron busted too, man.
I can fix it. It's just a busted plug. I can fix that.
Okay. I don't know if I even have it anymore, man.
No, I mean mine is.
Oh,
The
okay.
little thing where the power cord goes into
Yeah.
broke off.
Oh, that's annoying.
Because whenever they originally made it, it's not soldered in very well, so I have to go in and fix it. Oh, jeez, you need a shit ton of rings, bro. This one's no joke. Oh. 5 rings. You can get Peachy. That's okay. We'll get it. Yeah. We'll get it there, Chief. We'll get it, Chief. Don't worry about a big cat. Don't
I
worry
gotta
about
say,
it.
our lighting game has improved.
Don't worry about it, Diddums. Big Diddums.
I'm
Yeah, you like the lighting? You like the
what do you
purple
think,
blue?
Michael?
Is the lighting good? We're working on it. We're workshopping it. Sometimes I like to dip my Diddums in cold water before I eat them. Yeah, those spikies coming from the ceiling too. I didn't mind this boss that much. It's just the spikes, really. The boss himself is just real simple. Oh, you got spicked.
I didn't have any rings?
You didn't have any rings because you finished the bonus stage, remember? Oh. Uh-oh.
Great.
Isn't there a game where you could jump dash?
Yeah. You're talking about Drop Dash?
Yeah.
That's from Sonic Mania.
Alright.
It rules.
Oh. Oh. Can you one round him?
Whatever!
I'm calling diddums on that.
God.
It's just cock teasing you too. So it's like, hey, you should have him.
That's what you get for trying to get a Chaos Emerald, you idiot.
You big dummy.
Alright, we just gotta be extremely careful.
Alright, fair enough.
I wasn't being extremely careful. I had a lot of
That
near
was
misses
the opposite.
there.
That was a very extremely didumful. That's yeah. It look as long as it looks good on your phone, I'm good with that. I don't blame you.
What are these
Boy.
hitboxes? What in the world?
Howdy. So I just recently washed cars with my son, and I got Mater on the brain. My name's Tony.
I recently
Mater.
washed a car with my son.
Washed it. Oh, Spike.
This is such horse shit, man.
What's this horse cock and tiny mouth? This shit.
What is this?
Dinosaur dick.
You know, we have gotten
Again?
consistently gotten a follower or two every stream.
Yeah.
I think we're doing good, buddy.
We'll just stay away from them. Okay. But yeah, Michael, if you're around during the weekday, I don't work next week because I don't start my new job till the 4th. I thought that Monday was the 4th, but I'll definitely try to stop by your stream for sure. And I'll be streaming Terraria that afternoon. I'm trying to beat the game and get all the items. All of the items will
All
be
the
mine.
items.
I'll be the item boy.
I'm the one who items.
I'm the one who items. Okay, this boss in this level. Easy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. Baby, you wanna play?
No, that's alright.
Not a Sonic boy?
I'm a Sonic boy.
What?
I'm not a Sonic
kidding.
boy. I'm like a Sonic ditto. You know.
I would call you a Sonic then.
I'm not a huge fan of this background. It's like kind of, but I do like the colors. It's very very pleasing.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something I like about 16-bit era backgrounds. Is that weird?
No, I think they're awesome.
Even Bubsy. I take a background picture of Bubsy.
That I don't quite understand, but
Maybe not Bubsy 2.
Again-
Bubsy 2 is a freaking fever dream. It's just the worst. I still played the tar out of it because back then you didn't have a choice. You rented that game. You had to play it.
it's true. Same with me and Chester Cheetah, too cool to fool. Couldn't even figure out the controls. I didn't get past the first boss that weekend, and I don't think I ever have.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a stingy curve to like setting up with Terraria, but geez, once you get going, you don't want to stop. It's fun. I built because there's all kinds of people. Weeping penis.
What?
Bubsy video? Oh, did I make him play Bubsy? Did I make you play Bubsy?
I'm sure you did.
As a Let's Play challenge?
Maybe.
I don't remember most of this stuff. Let me go back through my channel and watch some stuff.
I haven't watched.
My favorite Let's Play I've done is gotta be Theme Hospital. Fucking love that game. Fucking love Theme Hospital.
I don't know what my favorite LP would be. What would you say? I think your theme
Whoa. Alright.
is supposed to be up there. I really like your theme park series. I used to watch that all the time.
I like the Sonic 2 one.
Yeah. was a long time
And
ago.
Sonic Gens. I remember Sonic Generations. I remember liking the game. I was like, this is cool.
It was fun. I can't wait to play it again. I just
I also,
got it
it
downloaded.
sounds stupid, but I really liked I really liked your Minecraft videos. Because he used to do maps.
Oh yeah, the
maps
weird
and stuff.
like yeah.
Hacking it with ASOS, I think is what it was, or was
Mine sauce.
it Mine Sauce? Yeah, I like Mine Sauce.
Aw. Thanks, man. I was really bad about keeping up with those ideas, and I always have been. You know?
Yeah.
I have ADHD like you. we are the
You get
same.
the yellow pet. Oh, you get the yellow pellet. I've only finished like 2 games on our Play channel. I finished Evolution Worlds, and I finished.
To be fair, you play a lot of
I
games.
finished Body
that are
Harvest, but it took
hard
me a
to finish.
long time. And then I finished. I guess I finished 3. I finished Secret of Evermore. That's a great game. Love Evermore.
Didn't you finish? I thought you finished Evolution Worlds. Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
44
I always forget
parts.
what the name is. So when you say it, it doesn't register, and then I have to think about it.
Which one of us that did that? I don't remember. Which one of us spawned in the middle of the ocean with nothing? Just nothing around us.
That might have been both of us.
Yeah, I think it's happened to all of us once.
We did several
Remember
Minecraft
Brofest?
videos.
I used to have Brofest Empire. I still have all the stream videos from when we were with Fury and
Oh man,
God, it's so much fun.
that
Oh my
was
God.
such a
Those-
fun night.
Those were the days, bro. We had a
Yeah.
fishing tournament, a boat race, and we went to Rock Paper Mario's opera house, and we hung out and partied.
Yep, it's so fun.
So simple. The simpler times, bro.
I miss those days. But I'm hoping that we can do some similar things on this Twitch. You know,
Yeah.
I'm ready to jump back in.
I'm ready to put my Minecraft server back online, bro. The computer I was playing on was also hosting it. Just I don't know if it's something you can do anymore. That or I did it on my laptop. I did it on my laptop.
I think you can.
Alan, you were still at UCO, and I was hanging out with you that day when you got them to see you. Okay, I guess that was you.
Ah.
And we did our Brofist playthrough. Probably the roughest playthrough of
Super Mario World.
Super Mario World on the internet.
We never finished our Mega Man.
No, we did.
It's not. There's not. It's not on video.
Oh, but we finished it. Didn't
I
we?
don't remember beating
I remember
Sigma.
beating it because we couldn't figure out how to do it, and then I remember we needed orb. We have to use orb to kill him.
Right.
And I remember that pissing us off. But we beat him.
Well, we kept trying to use
Hadouken,
Hadouken, but you can't do that on the last part of the boss.
No, you
Which we didn't know at the time.
can't.
Not on the last part of Sigma.
Okay. Well, you could do it on the dog, and you could do it on his body.
Yes.
You can do it on his head.
But we
He's
kept
immune to
kept
everything
trying to
but
do it on
fire.
his final form, and it wasn't working.
You have to use shield in order to kill him. I
Yeah.
remember.
Well, I don't remember beating it on actual recording. That's
I don't
all
know
I'm
if we,
saying.
I don't know if we recorded, but we did beat it. We didn't beat Cave Story. We stopped halfway through Cave Story.
Yep.
That game got hard.
Yeah, it's long too. I would enjoy doing that on stream once again. You know, something that would be fun just to play, like relaxing situation, but maybe not so much a thing you want to play as a let's play.
Sweet Victory callback stream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
Bonus round.
Burn, burn. Burn, burn.
It's not my phone.
Oh,
2 bonus.
That was
What double bonus
mine
round?
keeps telling me the same thing. My battery's getting ready to die. Wi-Fi calling. The SIM card's not working.
Okay. I can't believe my wife just got me.
Did she nice 69 you?
No, she's been doing this thing lately. It's from a podcast we listen to, but basically,
You just-
anytime she wants to get me to laugh, is
You
she will say Alcatraz means pelican. She'll find some way to like work it into a conversation.
Did you know you can go hide under those platforms?
Yeah, but I'm
Oh.
too epic,
Fair enough. I'm a chicken.
obviously.
I like to hide in the middle of the platforms. No coins for you, sir.
I'll get them when I feel like it.
Rings.
Rangs.
They're rings.
I just pick the rangs up off the ground. See, I got 3.
It's not bad. Choice 3 moves.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm trying to face Robotnik legit. You know?
I understand.
As a man.
You beat him under the platforms
kidding.
and he's like, ugh. Shame. Shame on you, Sonic. I know you were better than this.
How dare you? I sound like Dr.
Drowning
Doofenshmirtz.
yourself. Yeah, I mean... Whoops. I still kind of want to...
Shit.
Oh,
Horse.
I still
Patootie.
kind of want to do both. At some point, but like I said, with a child and wife job, you just don't have time for it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to be a sporadic streamer with a peppered soup salt of a podcast until further notice.
Once we get this into a physical business, I'd say in 5 to 10 years, then we'll just have a studio where it'll be part of our job to do this every day. And we'll be mad about it. We'll have days when we're like, oh man, I'm gonna get on playing Evolution Worlds today.
I'm not playing that game again.
Exactly.
Great and underrated gym, by the way. Fuck, that game's good.
Yeah.
Underrated gym.
Underrated gym. You would play it again?
Oh, probably. It's fully voice acted. You got your buddies.
Pepper Box.
Underrated did him indeed. Pepper Box and Mag Launcher and Grenade. I mean, you forgot the spin jump.
I didn't. It's the game. I swear.
My dad was Nintendo. Well, maybe don't go onto the platform. I usually get my wife with the Hoot Wireless. Hoot Wireless. Hoot Wireless. No one knows what that is.
I don't either.
It's a Chad Schwant. It's a curse commercial. Hoot Wireless.
Hoot Wireless.
It's
I
just
like
hilarious.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. That's a good
Jones
one.
Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Oh. I like how he's like he's going out to make sure it's still there. Still there? Huh? Okay, we'll go back down.
Did I get him?
Is he dead?
I can't see because I didn't think to put a periscope on this.
I'm in actual oil, so if I killed him or he maybe ran away,
I would never know.
I'd never know. You know what? This wasn't too well thought out actually. It's okay. I'll just spin away. Just spin away. Oil ocean. That just seems like a good idea. We went from 10 lives to 1 life.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 life.
All I need is 1 ring.
Classic Sega Summer. Still have that on there.
Oh, classic Sega Summer. That was a good time. We got a lot of people going on like Let's Play community stuff, man. Oh, what a time.
I mean, we did have quite a surge in subscribers, but we just weren't consistent enough.
Yeah. I mean, both of us eventually, you know, were living in different places, had so much other different stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's just our lives were not conducive to it.
I didn't have the time to dedicate to it. Or the equipment to, like, stay, you know,
Yeah.
relevant.
It was all Facecam's fault.
Ooh, little mantises. Bandit Cam. Go to Bandit Cam.
Bandit Cam. What's Bandit Cam?
You don't know what Bandit Cam is? It's like
No.
a real... It used to be a real common, like, cam program.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Never
don't know.
used
I
it.
just remember it being, like...
Like a joke that everybody used it?
Well, I mean, everyone used it for a while, and then like they got a reputation for being crap, I think.
Right.
See? Mike remembers.
Bandicam.
Bandicam, sorry.
You said bandit cam.
Watch out for the star use, bro. They explode. They use self-destruct. I'm dumb. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the Diddums. Yeah, Class A Summer's great. We did one. I think we did 2 of those.
Yep.
Good times.
2 years with the classic Sega Summer. I'd like to bring it back somehow someday.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We've tried a couple times, but it just hasn't worked out.
Like, we inspired Summertime Madness on Harry's channel.
Summertime Radness.
Radness. Well, it went from Radness to Madness.
Oh.
His spooky counterpart. The spooky sequel. That's why it's called Summertime Madness, the spooky sequel.
That's kind of fun.
We inspired that. He admitted it. He's like, yeah, I stole this idea from Sweet Victory in 17.
Yeah.
He did. It was great fun.
Yeah, it was.
Back when video responses were a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the good old days. I love this music.
Yeah. Honestly, we're making stuff together and doing stuff together more regularly now than we have in a long time. So I'll take it, man.
Those mantises are bitches. Yeah, we'll get back to the groove.
Yeah. We're doing it, man.
Oh yeah, I use Camp Studio. At first, I used the Diamond VC500 capture card. That thing's the biggest pile of crap ever made, and they still make them. And then I got an eye grabber, and then I got a Dazzle.
It just seems like every time we got a capture card, we got the crappiest one, and we didn't have the money to get anything better.
Yup. We got a Hopog.
Yeah.
One time I got a Hopog, couldn't get it to work. HTPVR.
I still have that, and now we can get it to work in a real way. Because I have a PC now.
Yeah, because we're using Mac that one time as well.
Yeah, so we can actually use the Hopog now and do console streams. Once we get the TV mounted in here.
I still have that AverMedia capture card too. You have that onboard one, and I have that HD thing we bought when we were at your house. We were having issues with that. You remember capture card you had to get to work, and I said, "Screw it, let's go to Best Buy and buy $200 one. Screw it."
The
Toblerone.
It barely works.
It works.
Oh, okay, good.
I use it all the time.
Oh, perfect.
Anytime you see me streaming consoles, I'm using the HDPVR.
Nice.
Or not the HDPVR, the AverMedia. Oh, Star use self-destruct, super effective. I missed my Dazzle. I lost it somewhere.
That just barely worked.
I liked it.
I feel like...
I use an AverMedia Game Pro 2. It's got like an onboard card. You don't have to plug it in anything. You just stick an SD on it, and it works. This is kind of nice, but I keep hooked up to the computer.
Alright, here we go.
I liked my Dazzle. No more self-destructing star use. Now remember, at one of these, oh Jesus, there's a fucking mantis just fucking waiting on you, ready to hurl his arms at you, and then he's like, now what do I do? I used my only attack, just my arms. I needed those. The funny part is I could kill you, I'd still be screwed, because I have no arms.
I'm out.
I didn't think this through.
God, dang it, man.
I can't go to the arms store. Look, there he is. He's waiting there.
Idiot.
They
Now
put
he's
them up
dead.
there on purpose, I swear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this? Did I just go in a loop?
Yeah, is there a way to get those coins, loops, those rings there?
Probably. I'm just trying to get through this level without losing my mind.
Losing my mind meat.
God,
My
I
mind
hate
meat's going
Metropolis
bad.
Zone.
I still think
Ugh.
Sonic 2 much better made than Sonic 1 is.
Yes, no, this game is, I think, actually probably a more consistent experience as far as levels go than Sonic 3. And Knuckles.
I could believe that, actually.
Like, those games are great, but this game has, like, good level after good level after good level. And then there's this.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
You gotta have one stinker in there.
This is it.
Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, you got Kinglered. Oh, you fell twice. You got hit so hard you fell twice.
Good.
Kinglered.
I don't think I can handle anymore. It's almost one.
You're almost one. Did him away from getting a big old kiss.
Clip that chat. Clip that chat.
Clip it. Oh!
I think that's it, guys.
Shout out to Glizzy 125.
We hardly knew ye.
We hardly knew you. I hope you're all right, brother.
There from the chat for Glizzy.
Poggers in the chat for Glizzy. You don't know who Glizzy is, but
Poggers is racist now.
It is? Oh, that's too bad. No, I'm using the PAWG.
Poggers.
Poggers. That was fun.
That was so fun, man.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to do it again Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, sure. Just come on over.
Fuck it. We'll do it tomorrow.
All right, y'all.
Doing it live.
We love you.
Thanks for stopping by, Michael.
Thanks for stopping by, dude. It was fun.
If you get a chance, check us out on our social medias.
Yep.
We have a Discord. There's Instagram.
Retro Reset Discord.
Instagram and TikTok.
In fact, I'll get you the link, bud. I'll post it in the chat.
They'll give you an invite. A personal invite. All to yourself. We have an Instagram. We got a Facebook. We got all the fun stuff.
All of the fun stuff is
Imagine
happening
place.
to you and me.
But I'll be streaming on Monday, if it should be anyways. I'll be streaming Monday. It'll be Terraria probably. Maybe after a while, because I have to do the wall of flesh and move on to hard mode.
Wall of Flesh.
Yep, that's the name of one of the bosses. Wall of flesh.
Sometimes
It initiates hard mode and then everything gets harder. Then you have to fight the mechanized versions of the previous bosses, and then you fight them in more. Or kill Golem and Pantera.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'll be playing Terraria and maybe some retail, King of Retail, or some gas station simulator. So I'm into that weird stuff. Because I'm on the loud road. See, you're in like 70 channels. I got 2.
Yeah, I know. But I join one every time I think I need to, and then it's bad for me.
I have Retro Reset, and then I have Greg's wife's, and then
Okay, well, see, I'm going to invite you to this, but this is Console Savers, and that's like a console repair like support group for people who like, you know, you can upload pictures and get help from people.
Right.
And a lot of them own like electronics repair business, which I thought would help us network. This is Sonic Fan Games HQ. Don't know why I joined that. This is a comic and a friend. It's the autism group, because I need to talk to other autistic people. And that one is backups, and that's how I got some of the images I got for Raspberry Pi.
Gotcha.
This is a Smash Brothers group I just made specifically to play Smash Brothers with some people one night.
Oh, okay.
This is SWAT Team, which is Drew and Alex's and everybody's group for when they played SWAT. This is a book of my friend. This is Retro Reset. This is Butt Stallions, obviously.
I have Butt Stallions, and I have Cricket
That's
Stallions.
the one you made. It still has that terrible image that I have to look at every day.
Yeah.
And this is a podcast. That's a thing a friend made. That's ContinueCast. And that's another comic.
Yeah.
Point is, I can't decide which ones to get rid of. All right. Good night.
Thanks for stopping by. Have a lovely evening.
Sleep tight.
Like I said, we'll be back.
Do not let
I'll
the
be
bed
back.
bugs bite.
We'll be back with Terraria on Monday, God willing.
Okay.